My life wasn't perfect, yeah, I know that now. When it came crashing down, all I know is that I need you around. When it comes crashing down, all I need is not to feel so much alone. So step inside my zone, baby, you can give me everything I want. Everything I want. My heart and spirit always dance and sing. You're captivating me. All I need is to know that I'm in your heart and never be apart. All I need is not to feel so much alone. So step inside my zone, baby, I can give you everything you want. Everything you want. Take me to your paradise, yeah. You are all I need, all I need now, yeah. It's crazy, but it's true. Crazy, but it's true. You're all I
I'm the best from the south, I done ran my V-up-F what it cost, and you boys better D-up, slim, run the route, too clutch, try to hang, but the game too much, what you bout, I'm the best from the south, I done ran my V-up-F what it cost, and you boys better D-up, slim, run the route, too clutch, try to hang, but the game too much, what you bout, don't fit like a Tyler with no problem, a gold brooch by the collar, the wrist follow, my instincts say the ball on him, rush a call on him, if he play, put pause on him, white gauze on him, still on me Mike Tomlin, I keep eyes on him, when you staring at the best, it'll take pride from him, Slim cooking up a meal plan, that's the real plan, and it's up to the seal fan, with my real fans, I'm the motherfucking real man, and the shooter too, gotta watch out for the quiet ones, he the shooter too, when I pop out it's a telethon, ringing through the roof, I'm the best you never heard, and I'm dropping all the proof. About. I'm the best from the south, I done ran my V-up-F what it cost, and you boys better D-up, slim, run the route, too clutch, try to hang, but the game too much, what you bout, I'm the South, I done ran mine. F what it cost, and you boys better. D-Up, Slim, run the route. Too clutch, try to hang, but the game too much. What you bout? S-L-I to the M, let them know. Yes, the world is mine, and I'm still at the mo. And he can testify that he will bring the dough. And he still been the go, and he still at the mo. S-L-I to the M, let them know. Yes, the world is mine, and I'm still at the mo. And he can testify that he will bring the dough. And he still been the go, and he still at the mo. What you bout? I'm the best from the South, I done ran mine. F what it cost, and you boys better. D-Up, Slim, run the route. Too clutch, try to hang, but the game too much. What you bout? What you bout? What you bout? I'm the best.
What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Hey, if you hear something that sounds like the house is falling apart, it's because I had to move into a second office to, bring this show to y'all. I don't know what kind of hammers they're using, or sledgehammers, or ladders, and all the other shit, but we're in a bind here, but we're still gonna push through because I planned this show. Anyway, let me say what's up. We got Vibrant. What's up, Vibrant? We got Lou. We got Cosmic Girl. RY Tiffany. The headphones are coming out. RY and Tiffany. Let's see. We got Cosmic Girl. I already said what's up to you, Lou. Thank God it's Friday, y'all. OG Beauty's in the building as usual. I appreciate it. All right. So the only thing I saw out in the streets, to be honest with you, is it looks like Jay Dunn is going to war with everybody, which, hey, if she likes it, I love it. So, hey, I watched one of her replays and I'm like, damn, I got to turn this shit off. It's getting diabolical. But anyway, I guess I don't really have much more that's going on in the streets. Like I guess I could take notes of this person, that person, and quite frankly, whatever they're talking about, I don't really give a damn. I don't know if that sounds harsh or whatever, but it is what it is. Let's see who else we got. I've been watching the Moultrie trial, and man, those are the dumbest criminal. Oh my gosh! Hey, OG Beauty, they did everything out front. They might as well just, man, come on, man. I mean, during the day on a highway, jeez. And then everybody talk to everybody about everything. People think that these phones are like some kind of, I don't know. I don't know. People think that these phones are some kind of like anti, can't break into whatever. I mean, every text message from the front to the back, it's like, hey, um, hello, how you doing this afternoon, Trap Boy Freddy? We're about to go commit this crime. Come on, bro. And then they incriminated so many other people. It's craziness. I'm glad that I don't I couldn't imagine having those text messages and shit like that. So, people are running around a little bit kind of crazy or whatever. Would you say? Yeah, the trial is interesting. Even the chat was at war and every yeah, the chats are gonna be at war because you got Ratchet down there, you got Sko down there, you got 88 down there, you got Jackie down there, like a lot of people. But see, here's the thing also. Um, you know how sectors talk all that crazy shit, right? Like, hey, I might get in an argument with Lemon, and Lemon might get in an argument with Ness, or whatever. Now, all these people have said, oh, I'm gonna come to Dallas and I'm gonna do XYZ. You know what I mean? That keyboard internet gangster shit. But now, since it's time for the Bold 3 sector to take their ass to Dallas to go be a part of what the clout chase has been for 6 years, now all of a sudden, now all of a sudden, baby mama's cousin's auntie's uncle is sick, and somebody's third baby they haven't seen in 35 years, who grew up, and the last time they saw them, it was when they were graduating from elementary school. Yeah, they're calling that shit out. And as I said, it's very interesting. Not only are we watching a trial, but we are watching the all just the interactions. So it's very, very simple. Yeah, follow that. And the other day I was asked if there's any kind of merge in content, and I try to bring the content for the Mo3 sector. You guys know that, but with the beef sector crowd, it's kind of like, okay, let's get to business, and I'm like, okay, well, let me sprinkle it in. So I'm sprinkling it in right now, and I might sprinkle it in a little bit later. But it's very, 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 very interesting, and I would encourage y'all to follow up on it. And my number one person to watch would be Just Say No to Sco. So I mean, because he's got boots on the ground. Rax is trying to put everybody in jail, and the other people, the other people are online. So anyway, and I would hope that the locals like Cam, Maya, and everybody else, the locals, South Dallas, and all them would just at least make an appearance and support. But at Mo3 Day is kind of the same. People have been thrown out. I'm not going to throw out a content creator's name or two content creators' names that got put out. You know what I mean? Like from Mo3's people put their ass out of the damn courtroom. Imagine that. That shit looked hood, okay? Like you're not gonna let somebody come into the courtroom to watch a case, but it is what it is. You said they played the DVR video from the trap house. Yep. And you see everything. Them leaving, coming back, and the weapons, some clothes. I mean, everything. Yeah, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Keywon White, listen, there's no alleged. I used a lot of alleged in the Mo3 sector, and yeah, alleged is about to go out the window of a word that you can't use over there. Absolutely. Hello, how you doing, Jennifer? Hey, Jennifer, I'm glad that you're here. She gives awesome recaps throughout the day. Yes, she does. Absolutely. And then also, go over there and watch Sin City. Definitely watch Mahaya. Go over there and watch Josh and some other people that actually cover both three sector content. And as I said, I had to keep it real back in the day. And I'm like, listen, I can say Mo3 sector as many times as I want, but if I'm not doing Mo3 sector content, and doing the cloud chase, then hey, I can't just run around with my Mo3 sector flag because, quite frankly, I got a lot of life is lifing, and yeah, I've lost some people recently. Okay. And yes, they got into a serious situation or whatever, but they've been held down in Clayco County now for about 7 months. So I have my own problems. Shout out to three, long live three. But we all have, life is life. And so I will cover it as much as I can, but I'm just, my foot is not on the gas in that situation. So yes, I will try to merge that. And if you guys want me to interview anybody, you guys want me to bring any content creator over here, you guys want anything, cool. And then also in my commentary today in the men's council 2.0, I would love if y'all went in the comments below the description or whatever and say like what men that you would want from the Mo3 sector or the black sector or whatever to be a part of or not Manco, Jesus, the Council 2.0. But anyway, I'll tell you all why that's coming back. So let's get right into it, okay? So the first thing I put in there is chat and panel no more censorship, okay? So I feel like I am the one that stops shit, put up some stop sign, put up some yellow flag or whatever, like caution, 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 chill out, y'all. Don't talk about this person, don't do this, don't do that. And I started thinking to myself, I'm like, how am I gonna have supporters if I say, hey, you have to have a mind to come here and not talk about this person, this person, this person, this. Nobody else does that. So I can't. I don't want people to be hypocritical. If I tell you to come over here and get your shit off and support who you want to support, be your own person, then I need to stop the censorship. You know what I mean? Not just from the chat, also from the panel. because I do that so bad. I start reading comments and it'd be about somebody. I'm like, or somebody starts saying something on the panel. I'm like, well, that person. I start making excuses why you can't talk about the person. You know what I mean? Because I like my chat. It's okay to drop down. I promise you. Your masters, they'll be fine. Definitely hit the like button because nobody's going to know that you hit it. There's no notification that goes out. Don't be a hater your whole life. Okay, so let's talk about the censorship a little bit first. As I said, I regularly read the comments. When people communicate, as I said, I only read part of it, or I let things go on the panel. And I redirect the conversation so fast. It's like, okay, well, you know what? Now that we've touched on a couple insults to this person, I try my best not to be like, shut up, shut the hell up. We don't say that shit over here. I just literally just say, okay, how about them Cowboys? You know what I mean? Not that I like NFL, but that's kind of like a saying. You know what I mean? Like if you don't, how about them Cowboys? But anyway, so like the redirecting the conversations about bringing things up, about bringing people up that I fucks with. I don't care if I fucks with them. I don't care if I fucks with them. I don't care if they fucks with me. I don't care about nothing. Say what you want, do what you want, because we got to be our own people over here, obviously. Is the chat connected or am I tripping? Hold on. Let's see here. Okay, I think it is. We'll see. I haven't. Usually there would be somebody typing down here, but anyway, hopefully the chat's connected. And if it's not because they keep tripping the wires and the internet and all this other crazy shit or whatever, I'm sorry. Hey, could OG Beauty or RY or anybody like type in the chat down there? I want to make sure it's working because I don't even have. Hold on a second. I don't even have a button to bring it to the top. You talking to nobody. Hold on a second. Top chat. Hold on a second. Okay. Damn. Okay. Tupac trial. See, I don't even see that if I don't have YouTube on. Okay, okay, okay. Got it. Okay. Thank you, Vibrant. I appreciate it. And thank you, RY. But anyway, okay. So, like I tell people, I'm not going to censor the chat. And then people stop typing. Okay. I thought it was technical difficulties, but it's other crazy shit, right? Okay. So, I want people to participate that we have no friends. Okay. Okay, thanks, OG Beauty. I want people to communicate like we have no friends. Like I talked to somebody the other day and they were like, you know what? It's amazing to have allies. You know what I'm saying? Like we all kind of like, share content, throw each other alley oops, whatever the case may be. But listen, there's no allies. We've learned that over the last 48 hours. Blatantly over the last 48 hours, but obviously a lot longer than that. So please know we have no friends. As I said, I got used to ironing things out, but it's wasting time. Hey, do you want to have a conversation? Hey, do you want to talk to this person? I'm going to click this person's link and get their attention. Or, someday I'm going to come like do an apology or this or that. And I don't want people to say, oh, you were talking about Bizarro. No, yeah, that's definitely one person of the problem, but there's plenty others, right? I just got to move around and mind my business, really, to be honest with you. But guess what? If we're gonna be over here, we're gonna do our own thing, and then we're gonna talk. I always hate masters, quote unquote, masters that are content creators, right? So how in the hell am I gonna how in the hell am I gonna be like, hey, don't pop your shit over here, but if you say something about me over there, goddamn, when you're number chasing, then I'm not being me. So anyway, and you guys have to realize some people say, oh, it's organized or it's boring or it is what it is. I have to survive bringing the content. Like literally, I don't have like you can't have any content, or you could just say, "Hey, today's a bright day outside and I feel good and I'm going to no." Me personally, I have to bring the content. So basically that's exactly what I'm going to try to do. I have a beginning, middle and end of a show. Sometimes I drop the link and it gets a little crazy, but we're here and we're going to do our thing. So I want my people to feel like they're my people, never feel censored where they have to like, sit in the bushes, the clouds, none of that. Type, do your thing, do whatever. Put your comments below the description. And the crazy thing is, as I said, I don't like yes people, right? And some of the comments below my descriptions lately have definitely been have definitely come from people that don't give a damn what they say, what is seen. I've had to reply like, click, 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 reply, reply, reply to hater ass comments and shit like that. But I'm the one that always says, no matter what your comment is or whatever, I'll respond. Just don't be too disrespectful, okay? I don't care if you stop talking this shit, just don't be too disrespectful. All right. Okay, so I have two reasons why CCs become survivor or subscribers masters. You guys know I always say that. Like if you're over here, you type this, you have an opinion, everything I just was talking about. You have an opinion, you type some shit, you do some shit or whatever. You're like, oh my God, I hope so and so doesn't see me over here because this and that. I have talked to people behind the scenes, okay? I'll never tell you who, I'll never tell you how, I'll never tell you none of that. But I have had definite confirmation one to one, not just like a theory, not just who's in the chat or who doesn't share me or who goes live over me or whatever. I have had like specific confirmation that folks have talked to them about, whether they're here or not here or whatever. It's funny to me. So at this point there's nothing anybody can say about the support or the lack of support or thereof or whatever, because let me be honest with you, it doesn't matter if there's one person here or it doesn't matter if there are a million people here. I am a replay gang hero. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna watch it at 1 o'clock, you're gonna watch it at 5 o'clock, or you're gonna watch it at 3 in the morning, and I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's why I bring a show. As I said, like when I'm live, and it might not be like boom, boom, fireworks, yeah, or whatever, but at the same time, thank you for watching the replay. All right, so let's keep going, right? Okay. Because this isn't like the most exciting part, right? The more exciting part is next. The next two items. And I listened to y'all, so I basically not only am I gonna follow up on some stuff that I said I was gonna do, but I've listened to y'all on some things that have been requested. So hopefully y'all appreciate it, okay? Um, so there's two reasons, okay? The live numbers chase, okay? I watch certain people. I don't hate. Even Lemon was like, "Oh, you're gonna announce like that Pizarro's live while you're live." I said, "Yeah, I'm not a hater. If they're interested, what the hell she's talking about? It's not just her. Like anybody. If there's some serious content going on right now, like if it's some O3 case or whatever, like if I know, okay, this content creator is basically talking about what I'm talking about, but they're going over in better detail. They got better notes than me. They got a better structure. Take your asses over there. I'll either tell you to go over there. I will tell you to go over there. I'll redirect you. I'm not a hater. I will stop this shit so that we can get whole stories out. So the live numbers chase definitely skews people's brains. Like, oh my God, hold on, and he's got 70, and I heard people count my numbers, you know what I'm saying? We got old boy down the street, Glitter. He's like, how do you know exactly how many people I got in my chat? Hey, I had what yesterday 156 or something, but then he had to point out, oh, the other day, and we had 56 people in the chat, so he had to go kiss ass again. Really? I don't care. Like we've already proven that that's not going to happen. There's not going to be 300 people here every single day. You know what I mean? Because as I said, I am not a master of people that move around. Ken Nola, what'd you say? Envy, I'm trying to send you some gifts, but it's telling me unavailable. How? Um, okay. All right, I appreciate that, Ken. I don't know why that says unavailable. I don't know if it's an internet connection or what's going on, but appreciate that, Ken. But anyway, the second thing that I say about CCs becoming subscribers masters is I go where I want to is a myth. Okay. People say that all the time. People can't control where I go. I'm going to drop down and participate. I'm going to hit that person's link. I'm going to support this person. I'm going to support that person, even though they're ops. So that's bullshit. That is total bullshit. Maybe there might be maybe 20 people out here for real, that'll go to ops channels. You know what I'm saying? It's not just me, it's everybody. It's like, I don't get that. Like, we're online. We're online. It's not like you're coming to the house to hang out and, have some drinks and chill or whatever. We're online. It's okay. Obviously, most of us are ops for about 24 hours or less or a little bit more. So please don't ever get yourself caught up in a situation where you hate on a certain content creator and get in between two people's arguments, because guess what? You're going to become the third wheel and you're going to look like a damn ass. Okay. So that is a myth. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Oh my God. The picture is real right there. I'm Petty LaBelle. Thank you very much for the gifts. I do appreciate it. Damn it. I like that little thing that YouTube has on there. And then I think there's like a little where you can put hearts or laughing faces. There's some other shit over there in the right corner. Press that every now and then. But don't distract everybody. Don't damn just throw out hearts because that's what I do. That's oh shit, that's you. Jesus. Kid, hey, kid, I don't expect any less from you. So, get your shit off. Because as I said, there is no more censorship. There's no more favoritism. I don't give a damn who you talk about because they don't give a damn what people say about me. You know what I mean? And these alliances of being, oh, I talked to this person behind the scenes and we talked about X, Y, and Z, and we're really, really good. Really? Like, yeah, until somebody tells you everything that we talked about. Oh, we're real cool. We had a conversation, and then they leave it at that, right? But then, like, you let 2 days go by, and it's like we had a conversation about this, and this. So you're not my ally just because we talk. Shut up. All right. Let's see. You said no, looking crazy. That's what's up. What's up, BJ? How you doing? Take a breath, Evie. What have I been talking fast today? Come on now. Hey, people tell me I talk too fast. People tell I talk too slow. I guess I'll turn the dial down a little bit, because I don't want to sound like Clear Eyes. Man, listen, when I had a show like a while ago that was just in the Mo3 sector, I did sound like Clear Eyes guy because I was a heavy drinker of bourbon, rolling up, and I sounded like I was half asleep. I was like, "Hey, everybody, how y'all doing?" I know y'all are gonna say I sound like that anyway, but I was like, "Hey, everybody, how y'all doing? We're here to talk." I did sound like Clear Eyes guy. Now I just put a tag on me. You know what I'm saying? Like, watch the beef sector little by little start calling me Clear Eyes. Whatever, shout out to you. Have your own voice. Okay. And then people do get singled out for going to quote unquote ops channels, right? I feel bad for them because it's almost like, and as I said, behind the scenes, I get those confirmations. People that were singled out, people who've been spoken to. And I was shocked. I literally was shocked. I thought that, the people behind the scenes and shit like that were going to be like, yeah, like if they're mad at you or something's going on or whatever, yeah, they kind of discourage people from going over there. But, when they personally talked to me about it, I was like, oh shit. I'm like, they personally talked to you about it? Hey. Shout out to them. What here we go, Molly. Molly wants something. Heavy. Who says they go everywhere they want, but don't actually do it? What specific evidence or experiences led to your conclusion? Um, really? Molly, you don't think that people avoid channels like typing and stuff if their master doesn't want them to go there? Molly, come on, man. Really? Like if somebody's mad, like okay, so if let's see who's fighting. This is fight with the world right now. Jay Dunn. Okay, I'll give you an example, right? So if Jay Dunn is going after the trifecta, which she is right now, not right this second, but right, right about now. Okay, so show me. Now I know the big controversy about Jay Dunn going over to Nesses and all the other shit or whatever, but please tell me whether like anybody in the trifecta, for example, let's just go with Pizarro, of course. If what you call it, if Jay Dunn is over there talking crazy, getting on somebody, which is the internet shit. She ain't doing much off the internet as far as I know. Do you really think that somebody from one of the trifecta camps is gonna go over to Jay Dunn's and start typing Molly? No. Okay, you said what person? Okay, several. You say yes, several, but which ones? You talking about subbies or you talking about content creators? Like, please don't freaking debate me that people don't avoid certain places and this and that because of some dumb shit. Come on now, and as I said, then they make up. Did you ever think that J Dub would be back on Ness's platform? Have you ever seen like uppity run around? She's cool with this person, she's cool with that person. She makes up, she does this over there. It happens to everybody. And as I said, Molly, like I see people start falling back in the chat. They were like, you know what, I just can't be over there or whatever. And then when they fall in the chat, they're like, hey, I haven't seen you in a long time. Envy, I'm glad to be back. Yeah, but you've been typing shit about me in everybody else's chat. Just decide you wanted to look good, but you wanted to be here. I don't get it. So I have to stop the censorship because I know damn well people are like, well, I mean, why would I drop down? Why would I say what I want to say? Because if Envy fucks with somebody, he's gonna stop me. Nope. Mm. I don't care who it is. But anyway, and I also think that it's a virtual app. Okay, I've always told people that these aren't ops. I'm not looking over my shoulder making sure there's not a drive-by at my house or some shit because these people behind these gray screens with avatars. I'm one of them too, behind the gray screen with avatars. But I don't typically I do not threaten people and do shit like that because the internet is the internet. What'd you say, Rex? Envy I come to hot. Lemon, you agree. I'll wait. Okay. Rex, my thing about that is I have to go with what people say. I have to go with what people say. How am I going to tell somebody they are what they say they're not? You know what I mean? Like, okay, if someone says that they're heterosexual and I call them gay, like, where does the argument go? You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, that person says no, I say yes, and we don't go anywhere, right? And it would be better content if you name the specific person. Being so vague as broad makes you come off as passive aggressive. You always talk about that passive aggressive shit. Like, don't listen. Molly, if I said somebody, I would be here all day going through a list. I'm talking about, I mean, look at the people in other people's camps. I don't have to give you a list. You know what, Molly? Just for you, you know what I'm going to do? Since I promised you that I'm going to talk, do what I need to do and talk openly, I'm going to say, Molly wants names. You want names of CCs or subscribers, Molly? I got you. Names of subs and CCs that flip flop. Okay, tell me if this is okay, Molly. That flip flop going to channels. All right, I'm writing this shit down. Okay, give me a break. Right, flip flop going to channels because okay. All right, I got you, Molly. Because their masters don't approve. Is that Cole? How many people do you want, Molly? You want like three content creators and 10 subscribers? Let me know. I got you. Even though you cancel your membership. Oh yeah. Oh shit. Yeah, even though you canceled your membership, and you had to make it, yeah, and you had to make sure that you let everybody know. So kiss my ass. You haven't even been blocked or timed out or whatever. So get your shit together, Molly. Rex, please shut the hell up. Oh shit, there's Ghetto. Hey, speaking of Ghetto, I'm glad that Ghetto had that conversation with Malik yesterday. If you guys didn't see it, that's one of the reasons why we're bringing back the council. But if you guys didn't see Ghetto and Malik, they had an issue. I believe it was on Lolo's platform or somewhere else. And some things went just a little bit lower than typically they would go with each other. So there was a, my bad, like basically a man's apology. My bad, bruh. Like I went a little too far. So Malik did apologize to Ghetto. So if y'all see them together or whatever, it's not fake. I wanted to put that out there. It's not fake. They cleared up what they have going on, and it is what it is. You sound terrified of expressing you. I'm not terrified of expressing shit. Are you serious, Molly? Molly, I don't care. Have you seen me in the last 48 hours? Okay. Because there are some changes out here. There are some changes. And I'm going to clear up some things throughout the weekend. Of some shit. Oh, this person, you like this person, you're with this person, you're this person's friend. We're going to make very, very strong definitions because Molly's the one person that says, oh, he claims her, or he claims her, or he claims her, or whatever, and doesn't mention, RY or this. And we're going to go ahead and clear that up this weekend. Don't you worry. What's going on, brother W? Hey, Sula. Sula's in the building. Appreciate the headphones. Thank you so much. If somebody else threw up headphones and I missed it, I apologize. All right. There's Daquan. There's Lou. Let's go, Lou. Prometheus. I read your stuff. You are 100% correct about, the spiritual stuff or whatever. What'd you say? Evie, I got perfect tea. I show you I don't. Lemon show you. Yeah. You do not have perfect tea, sir. You have one of the worst sets of teas in we'll just say in the sector, I'm black sector, whatever. You're here in the beef sector. Or, hey, why don't I piss some more people off and say I'm beef sector? Okay. Or why I would never censor anyone on my channel because I say what I want myself. That's true. That's true, Rick. I got to get a lot better at that. You know what I'm saying? I really, really, really do have to get a lot better than that. But fortunately, I don't have talent like this, man.
It's gonna be the same Rick Reed that be on every motherfucking channel, bitch. It's the same Rick Reed on this channel, on that channel, on every motherfucking channel. Bitch, I go everywhere like how the fuck I be. Bitch, I go everywhere how the fuck I be. Period. I don't give a bitch, people don't like me. I'll be over there on your shit. Bitch, this is my shit with my supporters and people that fuck with me and like me. Bitch, everybody, I got haters over there on your motherfucking block. I got haters on everybody's block outside of my motherfucking channel and the people that I fuck with. They're gonna be writing any motherfucking thing. Bitch, you just read the chat.
Let's go. Shout out to Rick Reed. You know what I'm saying? But you're right. You're right. I think it would be better, and I think the real me would come out if I allowed people to do it. If I allowed people to get turned up. But shout out to you, Rick Reed. Good show today. I really like the. Sorry I didn't drop down because I was running around trying to. They keep tripping my damn my circuit breaker and all that other shit. I wanted to drop down, but I appreciate you being here, Rick Reed. Shout out to you. And I said your name like 2 or 3 times, so people are gonna be like, "You're kissing Rick Reed's ass." No, I'm worried about that charcoal that he's about to put in that grill. Like I ain't never seen no damn charcoal with thyme, basil. What you got R&Y charcoal. Thyme, you got the vegan, the thyme, the basil, the some other shit, oak wood. I'm like, how the hell do you make one piece of charcoal taste like that? Well, shout out to you. You know what I mean? I know you know how to. I know you know how to cook. That's on them. Absolutely. I think that's too, Rick Reed. From now on, it is what it is. I don't give a damn what y'all say. I'll probably repeat it. I'll probably write it down. I'll probably say it 5 times on this bitch or whatever. Prometheus, Sula. Sula, I said, "What's up to you?" There's Charlie. What do you got, Charlie? I'm with Rick. I go everywhere, and I'm just Charlie, and I'm gonna be Charlie. Actually, yeah, you're one of the first names to talk about because you most definitely go everywhere. Like, and honestly, I'm gonna be real with you, Charlie. When stuff was going down with one of the content creators that you're close to, that you mess with, whatever, and I was like, oh shit, that person is starting to turn up on, you know this content creator or that content creator. I was like, Charlie's not coming around. We'll see her in about 3 months. But you didn't give a damn. I was like, wow, she's on panels and shit while her people are beefing. So I really do appreciate you. They always gonna say something. They have something to say. Oh, absolutely. But my thing is, I'm gonna be honest. I can't stand yes people or go along, get alongs, and unfortunately, I've been both. Uh, I've been both in recent history, and I'm always going to give y'all the real, okay? They always going to have something to say. Be Brenda Facts. Let's see here. Jay Dunn's in the building. Jay Dunn's in the building, taking notes. I will make sure that I get you. I will make sure I get you a few things to put down in them notes, okay? I just saw some of your commentary the last couple of days. I haven't even really spoken on it because that's you. You're doing your thing. Hey, we'll see. But anyway, let's see. Oh, you guys are saying what's up? Oh yeah, I see y'all. I'm being greedy right now. Okay, damn it, let's go. Charlie said, "I go where I want, and they do what they want. It don't bother us." Well, you do. We can put you on the short list of people that actually do that shit. Yeah, Rick Reed. Oh, and RY. Hello. Anyway, okay, so let's go right into the Masonic organization. Okay, now just because I have a back and forth with somebody and I start a process and then things kind of, start to slow down or whatever, that doesn't mean I stop my activity. You know what I mean? I have an obligation to a lot of people after I started like the Mason thing and whatnot. So as I'm going to give you an update, we are going to the next step. What I've gotten so far is a lot of people have done a shit ton of research. Okay. But research online and talking to some people that might be on the outside or whatever the case may be, that's not necessarily obviously great research because you got to hear from the people that it actually affects. So people telling me that I can't bring somebody on that's a Mason because I'm an outsider or whoop de whoop, whatever, they're coming. Okay, so that thinking right there is dumb. Whatever. Glitter boots walking around. Okay, dude, it's cool. Be what you want to be, but your brothers that you said isn't coming on are about to come on. So, but I'm gonna ask them like a couple things, and I want y'all to hear this and tell me if I'm missing something. Write in my comments. I will make sure that I add it to my questions and answers with the basis. Okay. So, as I said, a lot of people have done a lot of legwork, but the people that I really, really owe are people who wrote letters. People who wrote like little letters and wanted to add those to the petition. They didn't want to just sign a petition. They wanted to go ahead and write a letter and say, hey, here are my actual situations or whatever. This is what I don't appreciate. But in all the letters, whatever, there is a disclaimer that says I'm not a part of the organization. I have absolutely no idea how y'all handle things or whatever. But I just wanted to bring this to your attention because I know that Envy's going to have some people that come on. And being Envy's subscriber, supporter, these are some of the things that I would like to ask that I know is not in the research. Like we're not going to be peeking into the lies to hear one of their meetings or whatever. So whatever we wanted to know as outsiders, whatever, just let me know. Absolutely. And then I said Although a lot of it's crucial, we're going to cross reference what we found versus what they say out of their own mouths, right? So we can look at everybody says what back in the day it was like don't ever quote Wikipedia on any of your school papers or whatever because the Wikipedia is man written, and it could be full of shit because people want to do it, kind of like Reddit. You know what I mean? But as I said, like I look at research at at the point of reference, just for what it is, right? And it only goes that far until I confirm it. So as I said, we're gonna cross reference everything, and my brothers aren't gonna come in here biased and be like, "Hey, you're right. Oh my gosh, yeah, everything," because they have to represent their organization that I'm not a part of. Yeah, we're fraternity brothers. Yeah, we're motorcycle brothers or whatever, but I'm not going to get into their business about what they want to talk about, how they want to talk about it. I'll give them the letters, I'll give them the concerns. They got the videos or whatever the case may be. The only thing I wanted to make sure with two of my brothers, we sat down and I say, "Hey, man, get in the stream yard, bro. I want to share screen real quick." So when I shared screen of like the activities of what ZX is doing, and then some other things or whatever, they were like, "Oh, okay, They gave me like some real vague stuff, but let's see, it's all good. You said, mm, yeah, it was good. I'm not sure if I even tell. Oh, yeah, that's it. Rick, I was thinking that too. Like I was like, how is a marinated meat gonna taste like that? So, at this point, Rick Reed, let's just call it marketing gimmick. How the hell do you put all that shit in charcoal? But hey, shout out to them. Shout out to Kingsford for getting us to buy some overpriced ass charcoal. But that's what it is. I think Rick Reed's got like everything that has to do with food and drinks on his shorts and shit. So, and I haven't seen anything that looks regular. You know what I mean? You got the drakes and shit with the damn what you call it on the top where they put the flames on their creme brulee and shit. He's got like Rick Reed will have a martini or shit that's layered all the way at the top, and then some creme brulee at the top, and that's some creme brulee at the top. They have fire on it, and then they light the little shot that's on the side. I'm like, God damn, Rick Reed, how do you order some shit like that? But hey, you know what? It's all good. Shout out. Yes, it is. I don't. If I actually change this. I'm about to go get drinks now. God damn, Rick. You know what I'm saying? But how do you order those drinks? Like, what do you tell the people? I know that shit is not on the menu. Could you imagine Rick Reed acting uppity and shit? Like with his matching clothes. I mean, if Rick Reed's got on a red and white hat, he's got on red shorts, white shirt, and red and white shoes. He's the most matching motherfucker. I thought I matched, but I was looking at every once in a while when I see him put up something or whatever, I'm like, hey man, I gotta get my I gotta get my shit together. Should I just tell Rick Reed next time you go to the place, just buy two? And then he'll be real with you and be like, "Hey, I went over to the Chinese. I went over to the Chinese place, y'all. Man, they shit. We got local Tebow, but he doesn't shop at Temu. He just finds deals. Okay. But Rick Reed, my shoe size, I'm not going to tell y'all because you guys are going to laugh at me or whatever. But my shoe size is 10 and I'll wear everything medium. No, I won't. Medium's doing too much. Get large. Okay. Everything you buy, it's almost like somebody that's good at gambling. I used to give the person my money and say, whatever you gamble on, put my shit in there. Don't change it. Teasers, parlays, over, unders, nothing. Whatever you damn gamble on, I'm tired of your ass coming in and saying, I made $6,000 or whatever. I'm tired of hearing. When have you lost? Oh well, 90% of the time, I uh, I win. Well, hey, 90%, 100% of the time, you need to take my money. God damn it! All right. So shout out to Rick Reed and shout out to the goddamn people. Daquan, you can't give people nicknames without their consent, sir. Bullshit. I wear. Ted and Choose too. Well, there, boom. Oh my God. Okay, cool. There we go. And Rick Reed and I are kind of like we probably weigh the same. We're probably about the same height and shit. Hold on. Let's look. Hold on. Now, hold on. Let's see. Let's see if we're if that's the case. Hold up. Let's see. Y'all can judge right now whether whether he can buy for both of us. Okay. Here we are. I think yeah, I didn't crop anything. This is us standing up. So yeah, we're the same height. We kind of look like we got the similar build and some shit or whatever. We got that look white or black or whatever the fuck we look like and shit. You know what I mean? We got the fly glasses on. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all see Rick Reed and I matching on a random day, we did not mean to do that shit. Nor am I texting him and saying, "Hey, Rick Reed, I'm gonna wear that blue and red hat today." You know what I'm saying? Do you mind wearing that orange? Because that does happen sometimes. I'm telling you. You know what I mean? And shout out to Jay Wilson being here for the coin. Hey, I have showed up in my homeboy's house before, right? And we got the same damn jeans on, or so we got the same jeans on, or the same shirt, or the same hat. And I'm like, hey man, you're gonna change. You're gonna change. We ain't going out like this. You know what I mean? You know those couples and shit that I'm not. You know these couples or friends or whatever. They go to the amusement park, Six Flags, Cedar Point, or whatever, and they gotta match their outfits. I wish I would go out with one of my friends with the same shit on. I'd probably have to call Rick ahead. Be like, we're going to the cigar bar, bro. I'm wearing blue. Uh, anyway, okay. I made myself laugh enough, you know. Hey, hey, all right, you know, hey, could you imagine a picture like that? Y'all would drag us for about 3 years. Hey, take a picture of us. We got Timberlands on, goddamn Levi's and some other shit, man. Y'all would drag us for life, but it's all good for now on. If I'm dragging, I don't give a shit. What'd you say? Nicknames. Oh, you're talking about nicknames without permission, man. The clown. I wish you would come out here and ask permission to do a damn thing. All right. I was just talking about people that can't drop down and people that are scared to be around their ops and shit like that. And you're asking them, and somebody's asking you to get it nicknames approved. Absolutely not, sir. That is not going down because I fucks with you. Okay. Let me finish the Mason thing real quick. If we gotta, if we gotta say some more shit about Rick or whatever, hey, it's his first time that he dropped down. I think Rick. Hey, when Rick said, I will say this though, and people are gonna be, like, oh my god, he was fanned out. Rick dropped down to this pat. That's not. No, I wasn't. I go to Patchwork. I go to Social Death. I go to Boosie Estates, and no disrespect to Rick, he's not them. Okay. I don't remember what the his troll accounts. That was the fun. Hey, y'all gotta go. You say you highlight okay. Listen, you gotta go to his last live about not today, but the last one when Rick said listen, bro. You know how most people have troll accounts, like with like a letter and a number, or a letter and around a circle, or some kind of weird avatar they try to hide. Rick Reed said he had about 100. What did he say? He had about 110 or 115 Rick Reed accounts. I'm like, damn. Google's probably like, hey, bro. We got the IP address on the goddamn computer. If you make another email, you're up out of here. You know what I'm saying? He said he had 100 and something Rick Reed accounts. He said when he was dropping down in glitters, he said he was blocked 7 times and kept coming back. And the funny thing is, he doesn't use the avatar; it's him. And you think, oh my God, I didn't read that it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or it's. I just think it's the same person, and my block button ain't working. So shout out to you, Rick. I'm done talking about Rick Reed because y'all, as I said, Rick Reed dropped in Envy's chat. He just went crazy. Oh my God, he was fanned out. Rick Reed and I have been cool for for a long time. We just don't tell you, okay? Because you guys are gonna think there's some conspiracy bullshit going on. I don't know. But anyway, let's see. Um, okay, so what was I saying? The Mason thing. I said, although a lot of us are critical, we're going to cross reference what we found versus what they say out of their own mouths. Okay, because I don't think here's the thing, right? I did tell y'all that I was going to follow up on the ZX thing with the bases. And I'm not going to stop, but at the same time, I cannot follow up on the back. I got into a certain point, boom, where I can't represent them past asking them directly, right? Because at this point, it's counterproductive. Yeah, I can look at the basic stuff. I can ask my homeboys the basic stuff or whatever. B sector dough, I do. B sector dough, I do. I got about about 45. I know that shit's crazy to me. Hey, oh my gosh, this video because Daquan called me dagger without my permission. Oh Jesus. J Dunn, hey, I don't know what to tell you. You know, go after Daquan. Please don't flag my video. I got like 654 videos on here. That would hurt. You know, I go in here and do the production and all that other shit. You know what I mean? So please, I don't want that email. And I sure do appreciate you. Every content creator in the beef sector has at least a few. I got, I got like seven. I got like seven, Rick. And they're diabolical. And I take my troll pages and I tag the people. Like when I do some fucked up shit from the troll pages, I'll share it out on the community wall and tag people in it. And they're like, "Damn, that's my real name. That's my real name and my real address." And he actually tagged me in the shit. Yeah, I tagged you in the shit. Dox yourself to yourself with yourself. But I'm not as diabolical as I used to be. So relax. It's okay. Every content creator. See, I am what I'm doing. I suggest you address Rex. He's threatening Lim, and I unprovoked. Okay. Well, what is Rex doing? Hold on. Let's see here. Well, how about this? How about this? All right, Sula. I totally understand. I know you're a mob with Lemon or whatever. But my thing is, though, if I check Rex about him and Lemon's banter, what do I look like? You know what I mean? I think that's between two men, Sula. Don't I love it when you're in my chat. I really do. I'm able to say that out loud. I'm able to say that up front. I love it when you're in my chat, but at the same time, I can't do that. You know what I mean? Because I can't sit here and say like y'all can't fight. I say Rex, stop talking about Lemon, and hey Lemon, stop talking about Rex. I go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That's not going to change anything, but I get it. And the thing is he's in the bushes. You know what I mean? You know, Lemon's always in the bushes, but he won't type. But it's all good. Shout out to him. I didn't own the page with my troll guide. I'm so sad. I felt like I finally made it. Oh, yeah, that's what we always used to say, Both 3 Sector. We said, you ain't made it. You ain't made it until you have a troll. You know what I mean? Look at Noble. Where's Noble's rooster? I think Noble's rooster dipped out because Noble apparently got rid of the chicken and the rooster. What, like, where'd they go, Noble? Like, Noble, get it together. If you want to be on the council, we need to know a little bit more information. You know what I mean? We're not like the Masons, but we definitely have our closed door meetings. But anyway, Charlie, you got oh shit, Charlie got one. Okay. Oh, Charlie, I just asked. Let's go. Charlie, let's go. Rick, I got lazy and never made one. Okay, well, I'll make one for you, Charlie. Okay, and give you the credentials. Just change the password. But how diabolical, Charlie? You got to let me know whether it's going to be like a funny troll, a dark troll, or whatever kind of troll, so I can make the name for you. Okay, I'll make you a good troll page. But for 90% of the time, I come as myself. The only time I use the troll page is to really just to do some shit that you would not be considered a good thing to do out in the open. But anyway, Glenda Dorsey, what's going on? What do we got? We got Just Jay, Just Day. What you got? That's the perfect reason to keep the roster, the Rooster account. Yep. Shout out to the B Sector Pets, Snowbella. Let's go. Content creators sometimes I want to participate, but don't want to take action away from the live or be distracting, or I don't want to say hi to the Hey, Rick. Dropping down sometimes is crazy. Now we had notorious people in the Mo 3 sector. It was funny as hell. Max Boogie used to do it. Drop down and be like, I don't have time. Or actually, Room Shaker does it the most. I don't have time to individually. But we're used to it now. What does she say? I don't have time to respond to everybody individually. But hey, to everybody that's saying hi to me, I'm like, damn. I was, hey, because the thing is you go from that's why I'm talking about the content train in the beef sector or any other sector. You start talking about a topic, then it goes to the next place, it goes to the next place, it goes to the next place. And like I just said hi to you 3 minutes ago. You know what I mean? Like we just got redirected. So could we take the high that I said to you at the last place and just count it for the day? You know what I mean? And I do say that. Yes, I want people to say hi to me, but it blows my mind that they're like throwing up headphones and envy and hello, hey, hearts, we love you, whatever. Where are you? Where are you typing? Is it not cool to be typing in the chat today? If you're out there and you say hi to me 15 times and you can't say hi to me in my chat, stop. Okay? Like stop. Because I'm gonna start typing some shit back to you like fake ass motherfucker unsubscribe. Because I've had so many people that pretend to love me or whatever, and then all of a sudden they're just ghosts like Casper, you know what I mean? Envy, I can't troll. Hate that. I'm too nice to folks. That's true. Well, yeah, but that's a good decoy. You know what I mean? We're the one. Hey, Charlie, you're the white girl that we had drive. Listen, Charlie, don't be offended, but you're the white girl that we had drive around. With whatever we were doing. You know what I'm saying? Because if you get now, our black asses weren't in the car with you. That'd be dumb because then the police would be bad. But if we needed a token white girl to drive around with that shit, you were always up. So you always had to with Charlie, you always got to make sure you bring at least one or two white girls or whatever so that you don't have to make all the runs. Okay. Y'all never get pulled over for shit. You know what I mean? Or you show like a little cleavage or some shit. Say, officer, I don't know. Because you got that like perfect southern accent where they believe everything you say. Hey, do you have any weapons or illegal substances in the vehicle? No, I would not be. I would not be that type of person, officer. Man, they'd be like, "Ma'am, all right, we get it." And then you would go where they ain't nothing but black folks, and walk in there, and the mission is complete. So yeah, you're very valuable to us, Charlie. Okay, you can be the token, so I can say we're not racist. We do have white people here. You can be the what do people say when they try to say they're not racist? Oh, my aunties, neighbors, cousins, elementary person that they graduated with is black, so I'm not racist. Anyway, let's go. What's up, Rico? Rico, what you got going on? RY, let me know when you go live because your bad ain't listening. What am I supposed to listen to? I got like, as I said, I'm walking around the house or whatever because they're doing what? Okay, you said they Kwan. All right, well, I am listening the best that I can. Okay, I'm not usually doing my stuff outside my little office space. Okay, Rico, what you got? A lot of you people don't know how to troll. What's the gag? That's true. That's true. They don't. They don't. But I don't think that they're. I don't think if they. Damn. I don't think they want to know how to troll, or they try it out and fail and then go back to themselves. But on the real stuff, Envy, old dude is easy to ignore. Leave him on hospice care. That's true. That's true. Rick. Now, I don't know if you saw me. I don't know if you saw some of my latest showdowns and shit like that. No matter who it was, but I've been pretty disrespectful lately. But yeah, I mean, When I looked at the front of his house, I was like, "Oh my God!" I said, "Man, that's where the DoorDash." And I don't understand why everything in Philadelphia. I don't. I'll never understand why everything in Philadelphia has trash in the front of it. Like the rail line goes across, you got the oil and all that shit dropping down, and then you got the trash in front of somewhere. Like, is that culturally okay? Now I know, shout out to Philly people or whatever, but y'all need a little bit of a cleanup around the city. You're a token yourself, okay? I love it when people say that about biracial people because we've had to fight everybody. The black people were too white. The white people were too black. We got to fight all y'all, okay? Because each race isn't happy that the other person was with the other person. Trust me, we are not token at all. They hate us worse. Trust me. I'm telling you. Let's see here. That's a stereotype they pull white girls over. I know, man. I'm on the internet. I'm just talking shit. Okay. I know they pull white girls over or whatever. Okay. What's up, Rico? Let's go. Rico, what'd you say down here? You said, okay, that part troll is an art. Okay. Trolling is an art. You know what I think though, Rico? I'm gonna put a little bit of addendum in there. I think trolling is a sport. You know what I'm saying? I think trolling is a sport because it's fun as long as you're not trying to like jack anybody up. What'd you say? Envy, it don't just see that on YouTube. Okay. All right. Let's see. Philly is nice and historic. He just can't afford to live in those parts. True, true, true. People do tell me that there is a nice part of Philly. You know what I'm saying? But hey, maybe I don't know anybody in those places, but I get it. There's nice places everywhere, but Philly just seems maybe it's because of the row houses. Like when I went to New Jersey, when I go to Newark, New Jersey, like it's almost like you pass a certain point going east in the United States where everything's row houses and shit. I'm like, what the hell? Like all of a sudden, like I couldn't imagine sharing a wall with my neighbor. I do too much. You know what I mean? But anyway, so the last thing about the Mesa interviews, we're gonna focus on how they conduct themselves in the eyes of the public. Okay, don't think that we're not gonna come in here ask them. They're not gonna come in here and do ritual and tell you what this means and tell you what the all-seeing eye is and tell you about the G in the middle of their protractor. They're not gonna do any of that. Okay, rituals and whatever. They're literally just going to speak in general. They're not going to necessarily attack anybody. They're just going to say, "Here are the ideals. Hey, this part of the research that you found." I did send the two of my club brothers like, "Okay, here's a pile of shit that we found." They're going to be like, "Okay, this is true. This is kind of true. This is bullshit." Boom, and then speak in general. We're going to see where we're at, and then based on those interviews, I'm going to ask the people, my subscribers, my supporters, whatever, do you want to go further with this? If they say yes, whatever, my club brothers don't care. They'll say yes anyway. Then we'll do our thing and then we'll move forward. Okay. Because basically, allegedly, I'm not going to quote unquote, I'm not going to do shit. What'd you say, Diana? You said Philly has some gorgeous areas. Okay, that's cool. Like I didn't see no trash where Rocky ran up the stairs. You know what I mean? Like Rocky has a little statue and shit. I don't see no trash or nothing there. I get it. So basically, I think it's a scam. I think that Philly says in the bad areas we need to throw trash and shit on the floor or whatever, so that we can raise the price of the houses where we actually clean up. Where there's actually a HOA. But I'm sorry. I mean, I'm okay with Philly, man. I'm just talking shit. I promise. Philly is nice. That person in the hood. Okay. Well, yeah. He's definitely, yeah, that's a mess. Like where he's at, I'm like, ooh, shit. I'm doing some rituals tonight for the new moon. Oh my God, Rick or Rico, I could only imagine. The beef sector already did this. Yeah. Here's the thing, right? Yesterday I had a show. Actually, the black sector did it. Well, the beef sector did it as well. I heard. But here's the thing: people have this misconception that the whole internet is in a sector. Like, oh my God, beef sector. Do you know how many views we have? Like, have you looked through YouTube and seen that people have millions of views? Do you know how long it takes a beef sector or black sector or whatever channel to get a million views? Years. And a lot of YouTubers upload their video and they get a million views from that. So I just want, there's 3 billion views on YouTube. I don't want people to think that we're stuck in the confines of a sector just because they're shadow banned and we share subscribers. Okay. Everybody's telling me that it was old, but listen to my show yesterday because I said what is old to most people isn't old to all. Okay. So I'm just going to go about it my way because I felt like the mission wasn't accomplished. And hopefully nobody gets offended by that because if the mission was accomplished, he wouldn't be walking around with all the symbols and signs and likeness or whatnot. So, like at the end of the day, what'd you find out? Can you give me a conclusive answer on like whether he is or isn't, it represents the right thing or not, or do people just say we've already done it? Well, I haven't done it. You know what I mean? That's like saying everybody jumped out of a plane, and you free fall for this long, and if the wind is blowing too fast, then your parachute is going to end you up down the street. Okay, well, I haven't jumped out of a plane, so I don't know what the experience is like. So just let me do my thing. I get it. I know that. I've done my research, but this is envy doing it. I'm very, 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 very close through fraternity. I'm very close through biker. I'm very close to a lot of people. We'll see what I can do. I'm on an island, okay? Do you see me with a bunch of allies? You see people saying, whoop, whoop, envy's great. No. So I'm going to be on an island doing what I do, okay? Because I told you all I would. Do I really feel like doing the late work, doing the interviews and all the other shit? No. But I said I would do it. You still on the watermelon kick? You talk about she's always on the watermelon kick. Is Kimmy or black sector? Kimmy beef or black sector? I'm not sure. I mean, you guys refer to her beef sector, I guess. Maybe she was black sector back then. I know because there was an individual I believe that they talked to that had like all the bones. Like I believe his lineage starts in South Carolina and goes down to what I don't need any of that though. What you guys got to understand is they know who's supposed to be there and who's not. Everybody gets their own credentials. Okay. So I don't necessarily need the perfect person that went down a rabbit hole. Because my thing is if the rabbit hole actually got to a result, then he wouldn't be faking the funk. Okay. And I can't say that he's necessarily not faking the funk. My club brothers could come out here and be like, yeah, he's our brother. And whatever he says, whatever he's doing, however he acts, hey, we don't give a shit. I mean, they could say that. I don't know. I'm not gonna feed them information that I want them to say. I'll be honest. Do I want them to come out here and say ZX is violating this and that, and we're going to burn them at the stake and do a public humiliation? Yes. But I highly doubt they're going to do that, to be honest. Rex Y, I was at home outside like, OG, let's go. Sup, dude? What's up, Arts and Craft? Arts and Crafts, you going to talk your shit today? Let's go. Megadome. Oh, Megadome. Yeah, I love that. Hey, shout out to you. I know you're gonna come with a couple more pictures, and I do appreciate you. Shout out to you, troll. What to do, Envy? That's what's up. Rick Reed, I come outside if you 3 blocks away, young bull. Let's see. Envy can tell you, I make sure I have. Oh my God! I mean, listen, she has more watermelon in her area than I do. Shit, I would say beer, but I don't drink anymore. But Pop Tart. I'm taking like a break on Pop Tarts right now, but not forever. Lou, what you got? Meow meow. It does start there. Perfect. Okay. Rex is the brain damage. There we go. Rex, boom. Somebody's going at you. You know what I'm saying? Rex is about to say, you guys got cameras and you guys got gray screens. You guys got cameras. You know what I'm saying? I'm Levi. And if you want to see me, go to Main Street and 7th at 9 o'clock, or you can go to my mother's house at 1257 Main Street, Philadelphia, PA 30015. Okay, no. And that's not the real. I'm not doxing anybody. Before you send this shit into YouTube, that shit is not real. I made it up. Anyway, instead, oh, you guys are talking about eating the shit. Y'all are gonna make me eat junk food. What's Malik got? You made him pull out the Salvation Army face and shit. Hey yo, Jesus, listen. That's kind of something that the Shriners do, like more of the philanthropy and whatnot, the hospitals and stuff. But I don't know exactly how that works. But hey, when you have people start doing stuff to validate a certain situation, you already know that you're on the right path, right? I mean, I think I could go to, what I saw sometimes at Goodwill. I know this shit is crazy as hell to say that I found it at Goodwill and shit. I start seeing the fraternity shirts and fraternity hats and shit. I'm like, what the hell happened to them? Like, how can somebody from a fraternity take their shit to Goodwill? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, whoa. And then, unfortunately, I had to stop a person one day. He always came to work and shit. He was walking around. I think he was like the maintenance man or so, like a maintenance man, glorified maintenance man because he fixed shit and all that, right? He had on a fraternity shirt. And I was like, hey, bro, you good? I said, I said a couple things, Greek stuff or whatever. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, bruh, if you don't know what I'm talking about, that you might not want that Salvation Army shirt, my guy. But anyway, he ain't no Mason. He's just a weirdo. Absolutely. Absolutely. You know what I mean? But my thing is why not do a public humiliation? You know what I mean? Listen, if he is, I'm gonna. If he is, I'm gonna write a letter. I have a website. I am gonna publish the shit because if he is, I'm gonna talk about the fact that if this is what they stand for, hey, so be it. I guess it's a new day and age. It's 2026, and I guess the Masons talk like this, act like this, walk like this. Okay, cool. They co-sign that. But if he isn't, then I'm also gonna write an article that says, okay, well, he uses the signs, symbols, likeness, and everything else from the Masons. He acts this way. What do you guys think? Now, if he's not a Mason and I write that article, or if he is, and I write that article, they're going to read it. And from that article, that shit's going to go to Reddit. That shit's going to go to LinkedIn. That shit is going to go to the network where, I'm pretty sure that from their PR department is going to have to come out and do something. Okay. Like I'm not just because I say I'm chilling or I'm sitting back, I'm just watching or whatever. That doesn't necessarily mean I'm gonna stop what I said. What I started. Basics wouldn't help pay that water bill. Woof. You guys in this water bill, you guys, man, I laugh every time you talk about the water bill, bruh. Yeah, I heard this dude is a weirdo, bigger clown. Yeah, I heard about that. I'm Legend, catch. Oh, Jesus. Oh no, damn. They still got that video. When I saw Legend walking around up and down those streets and shit, I was like, damn. Today, a real Mason dropped in the chat and he knew he had dealings with him and ZX. Would not answer. Woof. Well, see, here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? After we start putting it, you guys realize we're on a public platform, right? So if we're on a public platform, the word gets out. And see, the thing is these women that are coming forth, writing these letters and doing the research and sending in things and doing this and doing that, it creates awareness. And a lot of people, they come out and talk their shit. I definitely come out and talk their shit, but there's a real content creator scenario within, what I try to do in this bitch. Okay. So I think a real content creator should bring awareness to certain things that the community should care about. So that's what I'm doing. Okay. So if that creates a little bit more momentum around the situation, if I was a Mason, right, and I acted like him and it was approved and everybody was cool, I wouldn't even talk about it. I got nothing to prove. My organizations don't necessarily approve of all my behavior, but guess what? If something does come about or whatever, they will sit me down. We'll have a conversation. I might tell them to fuck off or whatever, but we will have a conversation at least. It's awareness. What's up, P the Panel Killer? They probably passed away, and a relative, Salvation Army. Jesus, let him go volunteer somewhere. He can't volunteer somewhere because he can only take 2 steps at a time, bruh. And that's not even me being shady. That's facts. You know, when you get up and do the two step and say that you can walk around because you can dance, hey, then I'm done with you. Look at where you're at. The look at the individual. Like none of these people are credible. The majority, I get it, but at the same time, I took what he did, what he said, personal, and I'm not gonna do that hoe ass shit on the internet anymore. Now, did I say some real vile ass shit? That was awful. I don't know if y'all saw me scratch with him last time, but you know, shout out to me. You know, I went at him. He was saying some dumbass shit to me, so you know, it is what it is. But I like to affect people. I don't know if y'all remember. Y'all ask me about it all the time. You said, "Damn, in the Mo3 sector, I know you had people's cars towed. I know you had eviction paperwork nailed to their door, but you really didn't evict people. You just wanted to get embarrassed by the neighbors, and the neighbors come over and say, 'Are you okay?' We saw a dude pull up, you know, yesterday in a Pooh Shiesty mask, and he put this pink ass piece of paper on your door that said eviction. You need a couple dollars or something? No, no, no. No matter how you explain it or whatever, everybody's still gonna think that you have financial issues. I like to do shit offline to people. All right. I used to not take it to real life, but it is what it is. It doesn't hit the same if I cuss you out on the internet. Okay. ROI twist. That's just my way. Everybody has their style of trolling. Everybody has their style of fighting, and it is what it is. Yeah, definitely. Big up to Legend. I do like when Legend did go do that. What's up, Yvonne? You can receive a tax write off through donations at Goodwill. Yes, you can. Let's see here. It's a shame that you had to explain. It's the dummies no shade. It's bobblehead or bobblebee to or baffles me. All right, it baffles me too. All right, what'd you say? Ziaz got kicked out because he let his dude. Right, I heard that. Lapse a few years. I remember him trying to get reinstated, but I don't know where that came at. I heard all that. I heard all that. But see, my thing is like here's how I talk about the dues thing because that's always an out for people. I had dues until I became a lifer at my motorcycle club. I had dues in the fraternity. I had dues in a couple other things or whatever, right? That doesn't necessarily mean I wasn't initiated. That doesn't necessarily mean I don't have the signed symbols. That doesn't necessarily mean I don't have the knowledge and the experience and all the other shit. So that means, okay, so that's even worse. That means that you learn the rituals, the signs, the symbols, how you're supposed to conduct yourself, but you didn't conduct yourself that way because you couldn't keep up on your dues. So therefore, you know how you should act, but you actually disrespected your own organization. So their own organization, you know what happens at that point? Then the Masons are like, well, we're not talking about one of our brothers so we can speak openly, right? He calls me an outsider, so I guess the Masons speak on their own damn brothers, right? Let's go. Do the Masons know he'd be wearing? I doubt it. I do know a little bit about the bases, and I know for sure that you have to be a male. All right. I was just thinking about watermelon. Oh gosh, you guys. See, I'll be highlighting comments like a damn fool. I said I would chill out on that. I'm sorry. I get to your comments real late. That's what got me in trouble. ZX was so happy that I accidentally saw Pizarro's comment late and heard me come out and talk about it, explain myself, apologize, do this and that. And he said, I got myself jammed up. I got myself jammed up with pizza. Listen, I'm not jammed up with nobody. If something small happens, something minimal, something minor, and it allows you to have like a caveat and excuse to like never fucks with me again, that person doesn't have the enough juice to keep going. Like, do you know how many times me and my club brothers and whatnot had an issue or whatever the case may be, but like we were being real with each other, and everything's good when it's good, but if it goes wrong, we always say in the motorcycle club, it's cool to be a one percenter until some one percenter shit goes down. We always say that. And then we also wear a patch that says everybody ain't your fucking brother. But that relates back to if you're you love being a 1%, we call it the 3 Ps, okay? pussy, party, and protection, because you get all three automatically if you're a one percenter. I mean, that's that bad boy thing. The women start falling over themselves and shit. Let's see. Twinkle Toes is not amazing. What he's trying to say, he works for Macy's and Santa during the holiday season. All right, let's go. One, the troll. See, got the trolls dropping down and shit because I said no more censorship. I most definitely have always been a troll, and I've had trolls behind me, and it is great. Drip, what it do? I'm not gonna say like 100,000 times that Drip has ascended into. I wouldn't say heaven. You have ascended into YouTube. From that halfway grave that we put you in. Okay. Let's see here, P. Let's see. What's good, P? Okay, you guys are saying what's up to each other. Sorry, I don't know why I highlight every damn comment because I kind of, I feel bad because I know it's not popular to type in here, so I highlight a bunch of shit. ZX is a dragon or a demon for real. A lot of people think that. Okay, so let's move on past that bullshit. And as I said, so far I blocked in. Let me see. Uh, Okay, let me see. I wanted to make sure I didn't want to. I put their names down here, but I want to go into that shit. Um, but anyway, let's go on and talk about the council. Do you guys remember the council 1.0? The council 1.0. It was me, Malik, Ghetto, and me, Malik, Ghetto, and Binary. So obviously we had our own situations going on. We were making content, we were doing whatever we were doing out in the streets, but it was the men that got together. And when we had different platforms or whatever the case may be, that was cool. But if we, I think we made it three. If there's three council members or whatever, people have to get off of the panel. And then that shit got dramatic along the way. This person argued with that person. This person argued with that person. This person doing this person doing that. But the reason why we're bringing back the council is when we are up here discussing things, I see the ladies clapping and praising and requesting and doing their thing when it comes to when I have men on the panel. Okay. And that doesn't necessarily mean this is a man's channel or anything, but you know what? A lot of women out here say male identified. These people are male identified or whatever. So guess what? The male identified women and everybody else can watch the council. So we are bringing that back. And the council is going to create those men panels that you like. That doesn't necessarily mean we're going to shut out women or whatever. Look at my damn logo. But we're working on that. A lot of people said that they love that drama and shit like that because they like to see how the men actually handle drama. Who do I got in this bitch? Hold on, I can't. Hold on. Damn it. I'm not used to being on my computer like this, y'all. ZX is really acting out. Usually that happens when hold on. ZX is really acting out. Usually that happens when folks get a bad health diagnosis or something else bad. True. That's true. Well, I mean, his blood pressure is a mess. He's got to chill out, right? He's giving his commentary. How about that? He comes here to take his anger out on YouTube. He needs Jesus and psych meds. Maybe you should ask Jesus if he needs psych meds. What's up, Mr. Carruthers? What it do? Let's see here. Yes, finally. Oh, you're talking about the man's panel and the man's panel and everything. Now, if you guys have any special requests at all whatsoever of somebody that you want us to consider being on the council, please let us know. We're going to go outside of the beef sector a little bit to try to bring a couple people in. We do have some target people that we're going to talk about. And as I said, if you guys, we're reaching out to Noble and a few other people or whatever. But as I said, if you ladies, it's really for y'all. If you ladies have specific requests of people or whatever, just don't feel hesitant to ask. Okay. I always drop down. My other name was Trolling with the Home. Oh, but my account got blocked by too many channels, so I'm on this one. Oh shit, Trolling with the Homies. That's what's up. I appreciate you letting me know that. Hey, shout out to you. Okay. Where's crazy people been? Like, I saw crazy people over in the Mo3 section. I was like, hey, crazy people, what the hell? See, I remember the trolls. I want crazy people to come back. Where is crazy people? You should stop a knitting or you start a knitting group, but instead of knitting needles, you guys can carry knives. Jesus, that's a bit much, isn't it? Let's see here, Charlie. I can. Shakima's trolls or Shakim's trolls. I would be bad as fuck too if my D didn't work. I did. Hey, I do consistently hear about a pump. There is some kind of a pump situation going on, but I kind of stay away from that. I kind of stay away from that because it was very detrimental when he calls women gay all the time, but when he pull out his D and shit with them boxers on, I was a little bit taken back by that. So after that, I definitely, kept it off of that weight. I love trolling with the homies. Oh yeah, well that's trolling with the homies, and I'm sure that's very upsetting. Yo, he tries to marry everybody, right? So when he tries to marry everybody, you know why the bitches leave, right? They're like, hey, bruh, I'm giving you like 4 or 5 different chances. And, you know, don't be so bad at me. He gave us a whole story about some woman cheating on him and choking her and doing the most or whatever the fuck. And we know why that is. You know what I mean? If you can't, hey, listen. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what you women say to sound classy and all that other bullshit. You know damn well if you're not getting piped down, the first thing you're thinking about is what you don't care if we're paying the bills. We bought a house. We got you. We got you we built you a walk-in closet with a little powder area or whatever the hell you call that shit or whatever. We've done everything our whole life, but if we go limp, it's a wrap. Period. So we definitely have to keep that under control and under consideration. But anyway, let me plug this in real quick. Hold up, wait, hold on. Jesus. That makes me remember and tell people there's no statute of limitations when I'm like singing the Tupac song. Like you gotta bring the person to justice. It's been like 150 years. Never gonna oh shit. Rex ain't never gonna win in life with a mouth like that. Rex, Rex, hey, imagine Rex doing a full contact fight, start wrestling with you, get on the ground. All Rex got to do is bite somebody. That's why he's got that confidence or whatever. He looks in the mirror before he goes to a fight. He said, I got this. You know what I'm saying? I would look at Rex's mouth and be like, man, if I punch him, could you imagine? Rex probably wins fights by getting punched in the mouth. Because how you gonna hit somebody after you punch them in the mouth? Like those are razor wires, man. I'd look down at my hand and be like, "All right, Rex, you got this, bro." I would run. You know what I mean? I would hit those shark teeth, like wow, and I'd be up out of there. You know what I'm saying? Like, my hand would look like my hand would look like I got a caught in the damn Jersey Mike's meat slicer. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. All right, all right. So shit. You guys know I'm weird with my shows and shit, and I write down notes. Let me make sure. Let's see. The council. I said whether people admit it or not, it was entertaining. You guys know it was entertaining. You guys logged in when we had the council, and you watched where we went around. Not only do I want you guys to see men talking and doing their thing, but I also want you guys to, be involved in that. Now, I know that the one question, okay, the one question that's going to come from the beef sector is on the man's panel in the council or whatever, can gay men be on it? Oh God, it's going to be asked, okay? Um, yes. Yes. The reason why I say that, right, is because they know what conversations they want to be involved in and what conversations they don't want to be involved in. But I really despise when people are saying like, oh, because you're a gay man, you're weaker, or you can't think for yourself, or you don't have any male trait. Gay men have just as much testosterone and shit as us heterosexual men. So can gay men be on the council? Yes, because they're men. Like like when people look at gay men, what do you guys think they are? Why do you even call them gay men? Why don't you call them gay whatever? Why don't you come up with something else? Okay, like they can have the same conversation. Listen, with my gay cousin, I don't stop saying what I say to him and take it when he gives me advice or whatever the case may be. Listen, he's got to pay bills just like me, and he's got to do everything just like me. The only difference between him and me is we have different bedroom activity. All right. So to answer that question ahead of time, I don't want you guys acting weird. And P the panel killer, I think that we might game in. Yes, that's what I'm saying. I always say that. And then I said that to Jay Wilson. He got mad almost. He was like, Andy, you like to drop down from panels and we're talking about gay issues. I'm like, yeah. Because I'm not, what can I add to the conversation? Well, if you're going to be in the beef sector or whatever, you got to be able to talk about gay issues and this and that. I said I'm going to drop down from the platform and I'll be back when when you guys are done talking about this. Like I have the right to not be in a gay conversation. What am I going to add? That's like me wanting a bunch of gay men to talk about, how good the good was when I laid a woman down the last time. You know what I'm saying? Like what does that have to do with them? So anyway, I don't know why he does that, and that's why he got this right here. He walked himself right into me making this. You know what I'm saying? He's got the burn up diploma because he's not a pastor. The Uber Eats. Hold on, let me take this. Let me take this comment right now. See, people walk themselves into me doing. People walk themselves into me doing fuck shit to them, right? I don't mean to, but just don't fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Like the diploma's on fire because Dr. Passa, whatever. Like, I, anyway, if somebody puts doctor in front of their name, I stop paying attention to them unless you're doing surgery. Put PhD or something. Or JD for lawyers. We don't have to call you doctor, lawyer, ESQ, blah blah blah. But anyway, we got the diploma burn up because there's no doctor going anywhere. But we got the Uber Eats, and I always ask Jay Wilson. I said, "Listen, bro. I said, you do all of your lives driving around. I said, but you're here for the coin. But at the same time, how are you going to pay for all that gas money driving around? Don't you break even on your AdSense check? Like, isn't it kind of productive to drive around and make a couple dollars on the AdSense check? He was like, what do you know? And, you don't have the credentials or the ability to say anything to me. Yes, I do. I have words coming out of my mouth that are disrespectful and fuck you. You know what I mean? I'm only here for the coin. Don't say shit, don't do shit, don't represent shit or whatever, and I won't make fun of you. All right? Very, very simple. Uh, so anyway, all right. Yeah, leave me alone and I don't do anything to you. I mean, I don't get it. I'm only here for the coin. Hey, y'all are gonna enter this cake baking contest, but in the cake baking contest, I'm taking 50% of the profit, and I'm only gonna give y'all 25% of the money. So I'm also gonna take that last 25% and hide it under the damn church pews and shit, so I don't get taxed on it. Anyway, this is Dr. J. Wilson live. So let me slow down a little bit. Where's Georgia Peach? I got to show Georgia Peach that I did something. All right, you know, Megadome. Let's go. Hey, once you got me on a roll, it's a wrap. Miss Cammy, what's going on? I haven't seen you in here. I appreciate it. Don't get offended if I ever say that I haven't seen anybody in here for a while or whatever the case may be. I get in trouble for doing that sometimes because these at symbols that are in front of the YouTube names, when they started doing that stupid shit, you have to relearn everybody. Like Lou is meow meow, but like if they put the at sign in front of it, you don't have the damn name and you mess it up. So if you have been here, great. I haven't seen you. Welcome. Hopefully, I give you a good show so that you come back and holla at us. All right, what up, Miami Popo? What to do? That case, you're boot up too and grown. We don't care what they do. Exactly, right? And I'm probably more than likely I'm gonna ask Rick Reed. I'm gonna ask Sean G. I'm gonna ask Noble. I'm gonna ask Malik. I'm gonna ask Ghetto. And my thing is, you know what y'all really liked yesterday, which I really was cool with, and I really thought was great. You guys saw Malik and Ghetto get together. I guess in a conversation on on one of the panels, Malik and Ghetto, Malik went a little bit too far with Ghetto about some kind of dark shit, right? And they were able to come up on this panel with me, Noble, and those two. And the women were kind of like, "Damn, this conversation is going a different way. These men are apologizing to each other." So shout out to Malik for realizing that he might have said something that offended Ghetto in a certain way, and he was able to publicly apologize on this panel, which was some real nigga shit. All right. But anyway, let's see here. What do we got? What do we got? Hey, how YouTube messes people's names up. Oh, yeah. That's ridiculous. You got to relearn everybody. What's up, Tweety? How you doing? How you doing? And I say people's names wrong and stuff, and it's like, oh my God. See, that's what I'm saying. I appreciate you. It's one brick at a time. It's brick by brick over here. We are not the most liked. And I was about to say we're not the most hated, but that's bullshit. But we definitely are the ops. That's why I started the ops sector. And I'll prove it to y'all. I got hats and all kinds of other shit that say ops sector on it. And if you look at my top where I put the sectors, I think I put beef and then ops sector, prison sector, whatever. And I'm gonna be over in the prison sector doing my thing or whatever. I would encourage beef sector people to come, support everything that we're doing. I will never watch Malik on a bed. A lot of people say that. What do you think? Do you think Malik goes off topic? Because Malik tries to troll. And I'm like, Malik, I always talk to Malik about that. I'm like, bro, this isn't trolling. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be disrespectful or anything like that. But about 150 people told you you're not funny. So, like, the beginning of trolling, the start of trolling, the art of trolling, at the beginning of it, you have to be funny unless you're just a really, really dark troll and ruin people's lives. All of a sudden your channel goes off in the middle of a live, and you get your house is getting swatted. You get a knock at the door. You're paranoid every time you roll a blunt. We can't even smoke a blunt in peace. Because of some of the dark trolls. You know what I mean? We smoke blunt. We start looking around and looking out the blinds and shit. Like, man, I said something wrong today on the YouTube live, and I bet you so and so and such and such is good. Listen, as I said, this is a golf cart community, and my golf cart is fast. If the police ever knock on my door, I'm being that bitch. I'm going through lawns. I'm going through backyards. They're gonna be chasing my ass. They had to bring some bicycle cops, and I'm not talking about like regular bicycles. I'm talking about those e-bikes. The cops are gonna have them damn e-bikes that go eight. Oh my God. I can't wait to see APD on the side of a goddamn e-bike. I'm done. I'll walk up and be like, hey man, if I tell you everything that I did illegal, you're gonna be embarrassed to take me to you're gonna be embarrassed to take me to jail. This shit right here. But anyway, all right, let me get off my damn soapbox here. Okay. There's Georgia Peach. Georgia Peach. Hey, look what I put on here, Georgia Peach. All right. I did thank you and all that good stuff. You didn't get to see it. Hold on a sec. Yeah, I said My little logo's there, but you can see what it created by Georgia Peach. Thank you. I forgot to pull that out and say that I definitely thanked you for what you did. Georgia Peach did do that, y'all. She did a great job. You know, she made me all fit and shit. She put the ABC and all my ritualistic stuff. She got the angel back there with the circle with the 13. Like the attention to detail to make this for me. Georgia Peach, shout out to you. I really, 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 really appreciate you. Okay. That's why I keep coming out here for the damn for the what you call it for the real supporters. And Georgia Beach, when somebody does that shit for me like that, it makes me when I'm like, I don't really want to go live today. I really don't want to go live today. But then I look at something like what Georgia Peach does and things like that, and I'm like, nah, get your ass out here, press the go live button and do what you do. Let's see here. Molly's got some dumb shit to say, I'm sure. Tiffany Black, I think he has different definitions of trolls. I do have different definitions of trolls, you jackass. You think that every troll is the same? There's funny trolls, there's disruptive trolls, there's dark trolls, there's all kind. I'm a troll. I just happen to be a troll that shows myself, acts like myself, shows up like myself. But 9 times out of 10 in the back of I don't get angry at YouTube. I go outside, I hang out, I go, you guys know where I work, the studio downtown. Like I move around almost every day, but I'm gonna troll the shit out of you. You know what I mean? Don't believe 85% of the things I say unless I tell you as of right now, I am not trolling. Okay. Other than that, I'm probably trolling, lying. I have no idea. There you go, Georgia Peach. Absolutely. I appreciate you. That was really, really cool. I don't want to say it was random because my thing is if somebody does something for you organically, I don't call it random because actually you felt in your heart that you wanted to do that for me that day. So I really do appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I have no idea where you work. Okay, all right, Molly. You know where I live and shit. You put out like the area. He probably lives near Chateau, nigga. You know enough. You got a timestamp and a video and a screen record. I heard your ass over there over the other day. Hey, we need to screen record Envy saying that he would do with a woman or whatever. Not anything egregious or anything like that, but Molly was like, make sure you get this screen recorded. So whatever. You're an idiot. Let's see here. Love Stone's in the bit. Uh-oh, Love Stone. See? Started getting nervous. I see Love Stone drop down. I'm like, oh Jesus Christ. Hold on a second. Something's gonna be on the community wall or some shit. She is listening close. Love Stone's funny. See, because I'm a troll that shows myself, and I just told y'all that Love Stone is like someone that'll knock your head off, but still she'll drop down in your shit. And I think that's like a double whammy. I think she's like, hey, I'm gonna raise my hand, and then she fucks you up, and she's like, oh well, I mean, I dropped in your chat and let you know. So shout out to Love Stone. I do appreciate you still coming around. I've been rocking with you for a long time. What up, Leslie? Thank you for being a member. If I didn't say thank you for being a member to other people, I apologize. We are going to have a members only live at the beginning of next month because I don't want to tell everybody I don't want to tell everybody what's on my mind. My members only lives. I tell y'all the truth. I tell you who I'm going to troll. I tell you what we're going to do. And I say, don't let it leak. Information from my members only leaked one time, and it wasn't a big deal. I kind of had to take care of it or whatever, but we're here. Daquan, you always call me Hall of Fame. Okay, you guys are scratching it out or trying to scratch it out or getting close to scratching it out. I agree to everything they say about me and everything. Say, hey, Rick, us trolls when we slid over here for the Boat 3 sector or whatever, and I've stayed committed. I get a lot of shit from Boat 3 sector, how long I've been over here. I've been over here for a long, long time. People don't realize I've been associated with the V sector since 2000 and let's just say 2021 maybe. Like, yeah, about 2021, but whatever. I could say I'm whatever. If I say I'm beef sector, then I'm beef sector. If I say I'm whatever, I'm a nomad. Do you know what the hell a nomad means? It's very simple. It means I don't claim anywhere I want to be. So basically, fuck everybody's sector. How about that? And if you take it personal, that means that you're a follower. I don't need to say rah rah rah, beat on my chest. Hey, I'm B sector. Hey, I'm O3 sector. I think that shit's weak. You know, like I stand on the 5, but I stand on the 6. Okay, you don't even know what the 5 and the 6 and gangsta Crips versus neighborhood Crips, or you can't have the Pyrus and the Damus are the same. Okay. Like I mean, our conversation is over when somebody says something dumb as hell like that. Let's see here. Uh, yeah, yeah. See, hey, Rick, yeah, I think you got called one and others got called one. I don't bring up other people in people's commentary or whatever, but yeah, you definitely got called that. But it is what it is. I mean, you have no chapter, right? That's in the motorcycle club. The nomads in the motorcycle club only have one person to answer to, and that's the national president. That's it, or the national sergeant at arms, or the nomads president. You don't answer to a local club. You're right. But anyway, if I wish I we'll go that far with the nomads. But anyway, I actually like soften it up, and my thing. If you look at my thumbnail, I put nomad like just in places where it doesn't look too crazy, right? Let's see. Okay, so my supporters have expressed. Remember the council. We had our separate shows. So far, we have 3 locked in. Let me make sure I got everything. Just in case, just in case. Well, you know what? Today was going to be a link drop, but I guess we'll just chill because let's see, what time is it? Oh, okay, 7 o'clock. Well, late show will be late, late, late. I'm just gonna put this bitch down here just in case, just in case, just in case, just in case you make you home tonight. Oh man, I don't even know the song, and people tell me to never sing. You know what I mean? So I try not to. Just in case, you take it home tonight. I want to make it. Whatever. All right, I'm done. I'm sorry. But anyway, what'd you say? Well, nothing. Y'all get in the feeling when I talk. Just troll you. Shut your ass up. Damn, Rex, you're always going at them necks. You know what I mean? If you want me on the council, I'll make my channel available. Okay, that's what's up, P. You don't, yeah, you need to have your channel available, but you don't necessarily have to like turn into this consistent content creator. Okay, you just have to like really be involved in how we move in the YouTube streets, really. And then on each of our channels, as I said, I believe we said if 3 council members are up there at the same time, then we're going to hold down the platform by ourselves. So I mean, we'll tell you the bylaws or whatever the hell. Now, binary is busy as shit. It would be nice to have binary there, but it is what it is. We'll figure it out. Yeah. Oh my. Listen. Oh my. Yeah, I tore it up. My bad. Just in case. Wait, I bring you home tonight. I'm done. Let me stop before I make an ass of myself and somebody takes a goddamn screenshot and says, "What's wrong with him?" And we are, well, my girl, fam. All right, that's what's up, Rex. That's what's up. Hey, anybody can do it. Stop this. I'm sorry. There's Mimi. What's happening? And Mimi always comes in to make sure that she dropped them gifts, you know what I'm saying? The floating heart. That makes me feel all special inside, all warm and fuzzy. I appreciate you, BB. You hang out at where do I hang out? I don't know what the hell that is. But anyway, we're not going to sit here all day because it's Friday. And tomorrow, hold on. Let me pull this up real quick. Piss some more people off. I know it says June on there because I'm an idiot. And when I was making this, now you guys know I don't use AI. Like I never use AI. Every flyer, thumbnail, or whatever the case may be, I start with a clean piece of paper, and I have to put all this shit together. But yeah, don't pay attention to June. I don't know what the hell. I mean, that was probably that new Anyway, the trees, we'll just say the trees, but this is definitely going to happen on Sunday, and I promise Ness that when we do this show on Sunday that I will match her energy. I don't know what the hell that's going to happen, but she will have a 6 pack of them damn fuzz balls. You know, I don't know, like, are they shots or mixed drinks? I've never had one in my life, but she says like after 3 you're supposed to be twisted up and down. You know what I mean? I thought that was like Four Loco. Man, listen, since I don't drink, man, when somebody gave me 2 Four Locos, because I'm like, I always need like 2 beers at a time when I do drink. Man, they gave me people used to give me 2 Four Locos. Man, listen. The Four Loco is a creeper, so I'll drink one and shit and be like, okay, cool. And I drink it like a beer, and then I'll drink another one and I'll be like, okay, y'all. Like, at a party, I'll hide. Like I'll hide at a party. I'll go into the bathroom for a little while, then I'll go from the bathroom to like where nobody's at, and I'll go over here and there, and like people will be like, why are you rolling about my house? I'm like, because I don't drink, and you gave me 2 Four Locos. It's your fault. Don't ask me why I'm doing some dumb shit when you gave me some shit to do some dumb shit. Right? Woo! All right, Envy, you don't know what the Derby is. Okay, well, you spelled it right that time. Yes, I know what that Derby is. But yeah, shout out to the Derby. Okay. All right, what up, Barn Dog? Appreciate you being in the building. All right, so or if somebody roams around your house and does some dumb shit or whatever, sometimes you have to hold on. Damn, why can't I scroll? We pay this money for StreamYard, and StreamYard be hating. Hold on, give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back because I can't scroll. All right, I'm back. All right, so we already know Rick Reed has a certain amount of time that you can come in and out of the house, and when you come in and out of the house, sometimes he doesn't want his neighbors to be involved in it and shit like that. You could have a bad night, you could have them buzz balls and shit like that. I told Rick Reed, whoever you take home, just make sure just make sure that they got the lights. That they make sure anyway. Make sure that the lights don't come on, or I call it lights. The sun comes out, but anyway. So this is what happens when you roam around somebody's house acting like a goddamn fool, and they decide to let you stay after everybody left. You guys ready? Let's go.
Nobody wants y'all. So get that in your head. I would never look at y'all like that. If y'all was half hittable, it would be only in the darkness, bitch. In the darkness and secret, it'd be about this time. If I ever slid y'all raggedy ass bitches through, it'd be about this time. And y'all got to get out before the sun comes up, bitch. I don't want my neighbors or nobody seeing y'all leaving my motherfucking house, bitch. Nobody wants to be seen with y'all. Get that in your motherfucking head, bitch.
Shout out. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, that's the truth. Because there's always a straggler. And the straggler always hangs out at the house just hoping that you invite them to stay. And you know who that person is. They like take so long to do certain shit. 2 people start saying goodbye, and then the next person says goodbye, and you're looking over there, and you're like, why is this bitch still here? They're just waiting. They're sitting down on the couch like we're getting ready to put on a movie. I'm trying to get everybody out my goddamn house so I can chill out, go to sleep, and mind my own business because I've had people around me all goddamn day. You know what I mean? But all of us adults or whatever, we always did have a straggler. We're like, you know what? I'm drunk, and I might need a little bit of company and shit like that. But it's like 3, 4 o'clock. It's like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. No, it's like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. I have no idea how to get that person the fuck up out of here. What's up, Jay Dunn?
Hi,
Get him out of there before you put up the sun. What's up, Jay Dunn?
hi, Envy. I really wanted to come up here and briefly explain to you what was going on in your chat.
Okay.
I think you was missing it. So what happened was Newbie was up in your chat.
Okay.
Daquan came and called Newbie headlights.
Okay.
Um, Which Daquan done been doing that because Newbie had came on camera one time and she had you know, on the breast headlights.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, so when he called her that, I was like, why is you doing that? Why are you giving a nickname to somebody that they didn't approve of?
Okay.
That's why I said that. That's why I said that.
Oh,
But
I see what you're
Newbie,
saying. Okay.
yeah, because Newbie didn't type no more after that. So then I end
You're
up
right, she
arguing with
didn't.
him up in there. Yeah, I end up arguing with him up in your chat, and then he called me the dagger. I'm like, how is you gonna insult
Well,
me because I'm saying that you need to be respectful?
wow. Okay. That's a lot. I'm be honest with you. That's a lot. I'm not gonna sit up here and make any excuses or say that's not so. That's a lot. Okay, so I
Jay Dunn
did
does.
not know. Hold on, Rex. Hold on, Rex, because I want to. Yeah, Jay Dunn's asking me a serious question. I don't want to like fuck around. Um. Okay, so my thing was I wasn't privy to the headlight thing. So I can't really speak on that directly. But the dagger, that's a problem. I mean, it's a problem.
Well, but I only got called that because I was like, why is you up in here calling newbie headlights? Because
Mm.
I mean that'd be just like if you had came on the camera, you got a dick print. Do you expect people to be telling you about it all the time?
No.
No, I don't, Jay Dunn.
Right. I felt
I'm
like he
being
was out of
honest with you. And I know like a lot of people that talk to you, Jay Dunn, they like try to, curtail their answers and sound half lying and act like they care. But no, I'm really listening to you. You know what I mean? Because
I
now
believe
the
it. And
head
that's the thing because I had got very angry and I was like,
right, right.
Rick Reed, can you help me strike him? But I ain't gonna do you that way, Envy. But I need to come up here and say, look,
Bring
this
it
is
to
what
my attention.
yeah. So that's
Yeah,
all I
and
want,
Jay Dunn.
creating a
Rex,
I'm gonna.
mess.
Rex, let me have this. Rex, you're gonna have to leave next time you do that. Jay Dunn is bringing something to my attention. Rex, please go ahead, Jay Dunn. Sorry about his ridiculousness.
Well, I was just saying that I was very angry after the fact where you was like, well, people could say anything to people without their permission. Not them things. And so I just wanted to come up here and have the one-on-one conversation with you. That's all.
Okay. Where's Daquan? Is he in
Now,
here?
can I
Like,
say
don't be
something
scared
though?
to type now. Yeah, Rex, while I'm scrolling up, your audio's trash, so you're gonna have to go for a second because before Jay Dunn leaves, I'm gonna.
All
Yeah,
right.
I don't wait to
Well,
handle
Jay
shit because I
Dunn,
don't like to
can you
let
hear
other.
me? Good enough.
Yes, go ahead.
She said some of the realest shit I said that I heard the other day when she said she was talking about Zulu, right? Her dog, and I said the same thing. I told Zach the same thing about my children. You people get on here. Don't talk about kids, but you can talk about having sex with my wife. My mom, my wife is more important than your fucking children. I don't know your children, so no, I don't give a fuck about them. So y'all need to stop all this. Don't talk about kids. No, don't talk about nobody then. 'Cause what the fuck I give a fuck about your kids for?
Okay. So sorry about that. Jesus Christ, Rex, what? God. Anyway, Jay Dunn, we'll talk about that in a second, but let's focus on the first thing. Now, with the newbie situation, I do rocks with newbie. I really, really do. Um, I wasn't aware. I wasn't aware. Did somebody make me aware of that?
Well, no, you weren't. You probably wouldn't be aware because most of it has been talked about at Divas.
Okay. I can
You
understand
don't
that.
go to
Okay. Right.
Yeah, so that's why I was clocking him over here. But not to
Mm,
say, hey, I'm trying to take control of your chat or something like that. But I'm
right.
like, respectful. That's all I'm saying. I did end up typing because when you was like, well, he could say whatever he wants to, and I was like, well, would you want him to say anything about R&Y's headlights? I mean, just the name headlights for a female is crazy. But
Mm.
that's just
But my thing, and let me be objective with you, right? Okay, so if that female does choose to put headlights on there or whatever, does it people are going to look at them, right? And then they're going to make, their own determination on what that is. It's not just about newbie. Let's say if I came out here with a clown hat on, people might call me clown hat. Do you think that there's any kind of like, what response do you think that she wanted to get out of doing that? I'm just being objective. I'm not being on anybody's side. I'm just asking questions.
Well, in my opinion, Nubi is a whole married person. I don't talk
Right.
to her husband plenty of times. So she definitely
Mm.
wasn't trying to get people's attention like that. She just didn't know.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this. Okay, so yes, she's 100% definitely a whole married person. You're right. Um, but being a married woman, if she wanted to do headlights, I would assume like she came up here and did the headlights right now. I would assume that everybody approved of her doing that, which would be the husband. I'm just trying to figure this out. You know what I mean? Because
Well,
I don't know.
that's what I'm telling you. She didn't put on her camera to have headlights for no damn Daquan. She was just on the camera talking. He ended up looking at that.
Okay, well, if he looked at it, then she had to be wearing them, or I don't know. Like, okay,
So
if you
you
put on
so you
something and you
trying to
turn on your
hold on, you
camera,
trying to wait, not envy. So what, you about to blame her?
no, I'm not blaming her. I'm just saying if somebody turns on their camera and they have something on or whatever, didn't they intend for people to see it? I'm trying to wrap my mind around her turning on the camera and having something that people are going to see when you turn on the camera. What are you supposed to say? You know what I'm saying? I mean, here's what I'm saying, Jay Dunn. Let's say that something was in the background or whatever it is. Let's say, like, I don't know, a clown or whatever. And people are like, I'm scared of clowns. If she turned on the head, Jesus, I almost said headlights. But if
You
she
did.
turned on on accident, stop, Jay Dunn, because it's in the conversation. But let's say she has something in the back of her, in the back of her room or whatever that she didn't intend to be on the camera. I can understand that, but did she not intend for people to see the headlights, or this was an accident? I'm literally just trying to make sense of it.
Well, so let me help you. You about to get mad, but you could get mad. If I turn on my camera right now, my breasts are swollen because my period came. I
Okay.
don't need nobody to remind me that I got swollen breasts and swollen titties over here. I don't.
Well, right. Yeah, what I'm saying is that's a natural thing. You're right. That would be I wouldn't even ask anybody questions about that. That would be a direct violation. But what I'm saying is, I'm asking you, was it a part of an outfit? I'm not sure what it was. Was it a part of an outfit? Was it like a health thing? Like, was she wearing it to be a part of an outfit? The only reason I'm
Well,
asking is because I didn't
well,
see it for
hold on.
myself.
You would have to ask them. Ask Daquan the next time he come over here, because I'm just coming here to clear up why I was arguing with him in your chat.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I had no idea. Um, Daquan, if you could tell us, okay, like, is that something that you saw as an outfit? Is that something that you saw as uh because if it was a part of an outfit, I might say something too. But if it was like unintentional, then I wouldn't say anything. Like for like example, yours, that's a health, that's natural. I wouldn't say anything about that because you're not intending to, have that when you're, that time of the month. But I'm
Right.
I'm just
And that's my thing, because I don't think
oh,
Nubi
newbies
is on
here.
it.
Good. Newbie.
Hello, my goodness.
Hi.
Nubi,
Yeah,
I'm happy you
we're
here.
trying,
I'm
newbie.
trying
We're
to get this together.
yeah, we're
What
trying.
happened is I don't know if you I just got here because I got a message. I swear to God, I was trying to eat my grits.
Thank you
But
so much, newbie. My gosh, because I don't want this to trickle here and
um
there and everywhere.
what it sound now like I said, I just got here. It sounds like you're asking about the headlights. Let me explain to you what happened. I
Okay.
want to say, this has been some months back. I want to say that I went on Lemon's panel to have a drink with him, like we do.
Right.
And I looked after we had the drink or whatever, did the little toast, had the drink, and I looked at the phone like, oh my God. I didn't
Mm.
realize the camera angle was right on those. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so after that, Diva made a joke. I wasn't offended. She jokes about it to this day. It's like a joke between me and her.
Like an a
Sometime,
friendly inside joke. Okay.
sometime later, Daquan said, I want to give you a nickname, newbie, but I don't want you to be offended. And I said, oh Lord, I'll risk it. What is it? And he was like, he typed newbie with the headlights, and he's been doing that ever since. So that's where the headlights comment came in.
Okay. I can understand that.
And
Okay.
I mean,
So
that's all. I don't know why we talking about this, but that's what happened.
Well, Newbie, I only came up here
here's
because I
why
was
we're talking
arguing in
about it.
this
Yeah.
man chat. I was arguing in the man chat, so I had came up here. But I'm happy that you expressed it because I started fighting with that man up in Envy's chat, and then Envy was like, "Well, people could call you whatever they want to call you without your permission." No, they can't.
Mm.
I was just saying in general, but Newbie and I are cool. I wouldn't let somebody attack Newbie. I wasn't aware. Okay, here I'm going to make it very, very clear. It doesn't matter if somebody meant to do something, didn't mean to do something, wanted to do something, whatever. If they express that they are uncomfortable with how they're treated, a person should respect it. A person doesn't have to fully understand it, half understand it, not understand it at all. If somebody asks you to stop doing something, you have to, oblige. So newbie, let's so basically we could bar our foot down on the fact that is disturbing. You don't want to be addressed in that fashion, correct?
No, I never said that. It don't bother me. People gonna do what they want to do because the high beam, low beam joke that's something I've heard my whole life. Okay,
Oh
I don't
Lord,
want to say
right,
too much. It's like crazy, but
right, right,
shit,
right.
my nipples protrude. They do. My husband call them torpedoes, and I can't wait to tell him his titties been talked about all over
Wait a
YouTube.
minute. Yeah.
These are
Unfortunately, your
sacred
husband.
dudes at this point.
unfor-
Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, your husband caught a couple strays. But yeah, okay. So, okay. Now, Jay Dunn, okay. Let me ask you one more time. I want to be very, very clear, newbie.
Mm-hmm.
So, at this point, it's like just one of those things where like somebody would call me short because I'm 5'8" or whatever,
Uh-huh.
right? I mean, because my thing was, and did you understand the line of questioning? I was like, was she wearing like an outfit that was like that, or something along those lines? I get it now, but that was my
Mm-hmm.
question. Like, because if you intentionally wanted somebody to see him, that's different from, something else.
Right. No,
So
I mean, I get it. And then I also feel like Jay Dunn probably, in my absence, was taken up for me because she didn't
she
know that I
was
had already heard the headlights comment. So,
right. Yeah, no, she was Jay Dunn Jay Dunn was in the chat talking to Daquan about it, saying, is that appropriate? Something along those lines. Like that's
uh,
not appropriate. If it's an unwanted comment, that's not appropriate, then I'm speaking on newbie's behalf. But then, yes, I listened to Jay Dunn, and obviously I took that conversation seriously because she's still
right.
here and I'm still talking about it. But then I really wanted to say, okay, is newbie offended? Because, yeah, you could take up for somebody, and then that
Mhm.
person could be like, I appreciate you taking up for me, but at this point, it's no big deal. So, like,
Mhm.
where are we at? We're kind of in the middle right now.
It's no big deal.
Are you sure? You don't sound like you sound. Don't give me an answer that just wants to like get along with people or whatever. Like if it bothers you, I won't allow. I can't follow people around, but I won't allow it here
Hmm.
because it kind of sounds like you're being newbie. And what I mean by being newbie is you are very understanding. You're compassionate. You get along with people and stuff like that. I don't want you to just give me an answer where you feel like it sounds right at this time, because here's what's going to happen. If you give that answer, then people are going to be, well, at Envy, she said it's okay. If you're bothered by it, there's not going to be any embarrassment, making fun of you, bringing it up again, all that. I'll see to it. You know what I mean? I will. Let me ask you again, does it bother you at all?
It's not the most comfortable topic, Envy.
Hmm.
It's
Okay.
not the most comfortable topic, and I'm saying that like I said, me and Diva have our own little private joke going on about it, but Diva's a woman, so that's different. You know what I mean?
Tiffany, I know Newbie pretty well. Yeah. Newbie and I are having a freaking mat. We've been trying to have it for a year, but we're gonna have our
Right.
mad dog thing. No, Newbie and I. Hey, Tiffany, I want to make this clear about me not knowing Newbie. Okay, Newbie and I joke back and forth with each other. Like we know we're cool. We have our inside joke. I wouldn't let anybody say what we were gonna do. We were doing a play date. And I mean, literally, like we were doing like a satire, like, hey, you walk in there and I walk. It was a play date. We had to tell everybody. So Newbie and I already have that irritation. We know exactly. I know exactly how she feels. Why the hell did you think when I heard in her voice that she wasn't sure that it made her feel uncomfortable or not? I wanted to make sure because I know how Newbie is. But from what I just heard, it's very clear to me, and me knowing Newbie, that if she doesn't have that inside joke with you, like with Diva or whoever, she doesn't appreciate the comment and she would like it to cease. I mean, that's it. It's very simple. So
Well, but
yeah.
not only that, let me say this. Because why is it wrong for who came up here? Oh, it's the people. Who that?
Go ahead.
Well, so what I'm saying is, yes, I don't think that Newbie had to get up here to answer these questions. It was inappropriate. Period.
Okay,
That's all
so
I'm
you
saying.
got here's what you Jay Dunn. I was getting down to the bottom of the why. You know what I'm saying? Like I was trying to see how she felt directly. I'm not asking her any disrespectful questions. Yeah, I'm the one that asked her twice to see, are you sure? And she is
Well,
saying
no,
at the
I'm not putting nothing on you. I'm not putting nothing on you, Envy. I'm just saying that the whole thing that happened up in your chat was because I told that man that he was wrong. Because he's wrong.
right. Okay. So listen, if I have no knowledge of the entire situation, I'm breaking it down. Here's all I care about. Literally. Jay Dunn did that in the chat. Cool. She was defending Newbie without, because she wasn't typing in the chat, whatever. We don't have to go into all that. Jay Dunn was defending Newbie. I asked Newbie if that was something that, that needed to be defended. Newbie said that it's not really that big deal. She didn't care. I know Newbie well enough where I felt in her voice inflection that wasn't really where she stood. And now we just found out that she does not want that to be a thing. So moving forward, don't do it.
Okay, and let me say something, and I'm gonna drop off after that. Somebody just blocked me. I don't give a fuck about the block thing, but like I said earlier, all I put
They
in the
blocked
drink
you
was,
probably because you said kids.
yeah, and guess what? I stand on what I say. You can talk about my mom is 81, but in real life, same thing you do to my mom is 81, same thing happened to you do something to my daughter that's 16. I don't understand you fake ass niggas on the internet. Don't talk about kids, but you could talk about my fucking mom or my wife.
Rex, we're talking to a woman
No.
right now about how she feels about her feelings. We're not changing the subject.
This is
for
fake
right
shit,
now.
Envy. You're just sitting behind the internet, nigga.
Rex, Stop.
All right,
Rex,
well, I'm challenging niggas to come off the internet and see me.
All right. So anyway, I'm not going to talk about a woman's feelings and some stuff that we're working out here and that gangster shit. Okay, cool. So is that fair to say, newbie? The best I can do is make sure it doesn't happen here.
That's fine.
Or
to be honest, Envy, I don't think that newbie really cares.
Right.
But I care about newbie.
Right. No, I get it. No, I mean me too. I mean, do you not understand? We were doing a whole show together and stuff like that. Like I always joke and laugh or whatever. Newbie and I do have a good understanding on YouTube. Not a YouTube ship relationship, nothing like that. But we're cool. And this is the second time she says she's cool with it. But I said I would make sure it didn't happen here. But what else can I do to help with your feelings right now? Like what would you like me to do? Whatever you would like me to do, I'm going to do it.
Can I say something real quick? Can I say something real quick? I don't want to interrupt anybody. Can I say something? I see everybody on mute.
P, go ahead.
Can I speak? Let me now stop me. Anybody stop me when I'm wrong. But so what I gather is Jay Dunn came to inform you about a situation, right?
Correct.
And that situation was wrong, involving like this dude and what he said about Miss Nubiology. Is that how you pronounce her name, Miss Nubiology?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So, which from her standpoint, she's coming from like woman to woman. You know, and that shit was wrong, right? Now, I'm not arguing, because that's her perspective after the fact, right? So I was curious myself, like, okay, how did Miss Nubiology feel about it, right? And, the main thing I did was just listen to what she said, right? And the main thing I heard, and this is coming from, an older man, right? I heard a woman who described what happened, right? And this is a woman who, like, knows her body. You see what I'm saying? So, like, and even when she was telling the story, like, her and dude, it seems like they have some type of rapport, because he asked first and woo, and he said, headlights or whatever, and that wasn't, I'm okay. He a dude, you could take that as being crude, but for what it sounds like, hell, like, she know who she is, so a comment like that, like, it's more kind of like blushingly embarrassing than like what's the word? Than disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? And I get that, like, don't make too much about it, Envy. That's kind of the energy I'm getting from her. That it's like, dude, you it's good. You making too much about it, like, whatever. But it ain't that big of a deal. Like, it's like it's like a chick with a big butt. It would kind of be the same situation. Like, she knows what she got. So, like, if it flashes, I mean, somebody gonna say something. Yeah, I mean, if motherfuckers
but my thing is, though,
I'm almost done.
I hear what you're saying. Hurry up, because I gotta respond. Yeah, let me respond.
Go ahead.
No matter what, if there was 900,000 people here that thought it was right, okay? If newbie doesn't feel like it's right, it doesn't matter what the 900,000 people are thinking. It doesn't matter. Like, you can't.
Go ahead.
Okay, if I say, okay, you see a chick with.
Can I interrupt just to correct you
Yeah.
with one.
You say
I'm not talking
okay,
about.
she got a
I'm not
big
talking
nut,
about
and you
the.
say badunkadunk, Ms. Badunkadunk, then right? But if
I'm
she
not
doesn't
talking
want you
about
to
the
say it,
9,000. I'm not talking about the 9,000. I'm listening to what she said. You know what I'm saying? And what she said was like, hell, my husband got nicknames for him. You know what I'm saying? So it's
that's
like
your
to hear.
husband, though.
All right, never mind, bro. Never mind. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
P,
Like,
I just can't.
I get what everybody on this panel is saying, and who is this up here? I can't see your name.
P, the
My
panel
name is
killer.
P. Just call me P.
P. Okay, P. Right. I didn't take it as disrespect. And I didn't want a spectacle to be like, honestly, this
That's what I'm saying. This right here.
is more uncomfortable than him saying it. Because if it
Right.
hit me that bad, I could have just blocked him. Like,
Right. That's
because
what I'm
the
saying.
more we sit and talk about it, the more it's going to be talked about. It's
And
not
I'll
True.
for me. And I
and I
appreciate
will.
you for,
Right.
concerned about my feelings. I appreciate you.
Exactly. Shout out to Envy, but
But it's just
I'm
not
about to drop down. Okay. All right. Hey, Envy, thank you for having me up,
I
everybody.
appreciate you,
I'm gonna go
P.
back down to chat. All right, man. Y'all be safe. Thank you.
And I understand what he's saying, right? Okay, dragons, right? People talk about her two step and they talk about her body or whatever. I see what he's saying, but that doesn't matter. It matters what you think. You know what I'm saying? And I know here's what I'm hearing. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Mhm.
It doesn't necessarily, it's not the biggest deal or the biggest thing, or it doesn't necessarily make you lose sleep or anything like that. But at this point, if it's repeated or it's presented, then that's going to carry across the board, and all of a sudden you're not going to be newbie, you're going to be that.
Mhm.
Basically, it would be nice for it to not spread any further, basically.
Mhm.
And I understand that. It makes sense.
But to
So
be
she's saying
honest,
both. She's saying it wasn't a
so
big deal when it happened. She's not like mad, but she doesn't want it to continue to grow.
but to be but to be honest, this shouldn't have been this way. No way. I told that man he was wrong. Period. Pooh. Then you allow him to call me a dagger.
I don't
You
read
put
the
him
chat
on the
like
screen.
that, Jay Dutton. I put
Well, it
everybody
shouldn't have been.
knows I
I
highlight
did
everything.
because I was checking that man that I felt was wrong.
Okay, so you're gonna tell me something, but you're not going to agree that I don't see everything that goes on in the chat. Like, do you I'm reading notes and stuff like that? I got
No,
pages and
so
pages and
all I'm saying is when I got up here, Envy, and I
like
said, "Look, I'm not causing havoc up in your chat. This is what
look.
happened."
Like
You should have just let me drop
this is what I do.
down, but you should have
Let
just
me
let
say
me
for
drop
my
down
part,
instead of
let
all
me say
this
this really
stuff.
quick. For my part, again, I appreciate y'all, but I would love it if we move on and don't keep talking about boopies. Now, Jay Dunn got another situation with dude. She can air out her grievances, but I would just love it if we didn't talk about my boobs no more. And I'm gonna get down because I was in the middle of eating.
Sorry about that, newbie, and you're eating.
Oh, you're
And
fine.
thank you for coming up here and listening to us. But if I personally see it, come in contact, or not contact, but if I'm made aware of it in the future, now that I know the story, which I'm privy to, I'll make sure that it isn't something that happens to the
All
best
right.
of my ability.
Appreciate you. Thanks for having me. Talk to you all
All
later.
right, newbie. All right, newbie.
Thank you, and thank you for having me up as well. I was just up here saying one thing,
No,
and
that
it
makes
went to
sense. So on
a whole
yeah.
conversation.
Right. Well, I mean, the conversations is okay because I wanted to hear from the actual person, and the actual person got to
Right,
a point where
but
she
it's
doesn't want it to.
uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable. Bye.
Well, um, Interesting. The only, I mean, I haven't seen the chat. Like, I literally was looking at them. I haven't seen a single thing that's been written in the chat since we started that. Okay. So, yes, Daquan, or whoever, the best I could do as the host of the show is taking accountability that for anything that happens, whether it be in the chat, I don't know, throwing eggs from the bushes or getting on the panel and saying whatever. Newbie, who I care about, has expressed that she does not want this to go any further. And probably me talking about it right now is going further. Now, when it comes to Jay Dunn and Daquan arguing about it, Daquan, if someone checked about something, I didn't hear. Okay, so you kind of have to match the disrespect that people give you. I guess if Jay Dunn said, "Hey, Daquan," that's something that makes her feel uncomfortable. If you shoot back with an insult, then there's obviously going to be an issue because now if she said, "Hey, Daquan, you fuck ass dude," or whatever, that's not what she wanted to hear. Then we'd be in a different space. I mean, that's the best way I can handle it. But my main thing is Newbie doesn't want that said. It's cut and dry. So please stop. And I already know trolls and all the other shit. They're gonna make it a thing, but I can only say it out of my own mouth because I really really like Newbie. Yeah, anyway, let me look up what would you say, Daquan? You did type something. Let's see here. Daquan, here's all that you I see you saying what's up to people, but the only thing that I really want you to type about this situation is whether you what's up, ghetto.
Let me help you out. Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. Because you having a Geordie moment, bro. You kind of repeating yourself. Breaking news, breaking
Well,
news, breaking news. Ladies and gentlemen, breaking news, breaking news. You know, Envy
Elon White.
is remotely connected to the Mo 3 sector. We must pivot at this time and go to and get our headlights and go to a Mo 3 sector update. Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. So if you remember in the Young Dolph case, one of the things that made everybody think that the Young Dolph case wouldn't get solved is because no one could identify the criminals on the scene. It's like our community does not understand the level of police work and cameras and backtracking. We only can focus on small segments, so we focus on the crime. So in the Mo 3 sector, yesterday and the day before, as the crime started, everybody was like, no face, no case. There's eyewitnesses who saw Kiwan, and nobody else gonna be able to prove he did it. Well,
True.
ladies and gentlemen, welcome to just like the Dolph case, just like many other cases, even Tupac. Okay, we didn't have cameras like that back in the day, but Tupac,
Oh yeah, you can't do anything. You can't breathe. Everybody got a ring camera and a way. I mean, these
bruh,
days you
bruh.
might as well just go to
Well,
jail.
well. Tell me this, Envy, and you and I aren't career criminals. I dipped and dabbed. I had no choice, right? It was in front of me, right? It was easy money, but I couldn't get too deep. I wasn't allowed to. But all that aside, right? Um, I'm pretty sure though, if I was a
I
big drug
heard
dealer
that.
that had a trap
Mm.
house, guess what? I'm sure I wouldn't do, Envy. I wouldn't have cameras around my trap house with a DVR while I did nasty deeds leaving.
All right, ghetto.
Uh,
G- Ghetto in this show, you know me, I gotta have a flow, because people got to see the beginning, the
Nobody
middle, and
want to
the
talk
end, or
about that.
whatever.
Nobody
Well,
want to talk about that girl headlights,
yeah,
bro.
I'm good. I'm fine. I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna move on. Okay, but the Mo 3 thing or whatever, I'm gonna have to put that in here as a segment. Okay, because I know we're like
Oh, I
right
ain't
in the
got
middle.
time to be coming back and help you with no segments. You don't know what's going on with the case. I'm the
Ghetto,
best you
yes,
got. You got this
ghetto, yes,
now,
I
bro. Like,
do.
what are you trying to curate? Okay, what happened to that?
Ghetto. We will talk. I will put a segment in there about the Mo 3
What
case
happened to that?
because
You said you do. You
no,
said you do.
listen, man, I'm not gonna sit here go through it and through it and through it and through it. They don't want to hear this shit.
I
I
busted you.
promise you, ghetto,
I busted you.
ghetto. All right, good job, Ghetto. You got me because I was getting ready for my beef sector show. Right, you got
Paul,
me.
Paul,
Okay, Ghetto. God damn, man. Ivy said he has to run this through production for HCX, sweetie. That's just funny. Ghetto, do not come up here troll me on some goddamn O3Ks. I get it. You know, it's a mess. I'm gonna put you over here, man. I'm gonna put you right there. All right. Appreciate it, Ghetto. Are you okay? Are you gonna be a part of the council?
big council business, baby.
There we go. Okay, we got Ghetto for sure. We got him locked in. Envy can't go off script. Hey, listen. Yeah, the Envy doesn't like to go off of how the show is going. Here's why. Let me explain something to y'all. I try to trickle in stuff like that, but the problem is if it goes beef sector, big sector, and then you go into a long thing about something that has nothing to do with the show, and then you try to have the end of the show, people tune out when they're done. When they think that we're through with the beef sector show, they're like, okay, well, they did the beef sector stuff, and then they don't hear the end of the show, Ghetto. You see what I'm saying? Like
Go
I
ahead,
have to.
curate, bro. Curate how you curate, bro. I just
Oh
kind
my
of
god.
go. I'm just kind of. I'm like a freestyle. Like you gotta have writtens. I do freestyle. So that's all. I'm on mute.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Let's see. Oh, you're gonna spoon feed now back to focus on Begging the University of Pizza Challenge. Oh Jesus. Molly trying to put you into some shit,
Peter
Ghetto.
Pan, no big D9 shit. Big D9 shit.
Big D9, Big D9. Okay, do. Hey, Jazzy said do better, Ghetto. Let's go, Jazzy.
I love
Yeah,
Jazzy. I speak to her all the time. It's clear she's not a major fan of mine, but hey, man, I have
she
my
feels
moments.
she feels bad for you. That's why she responds. You see Rex back there in the back chat saying you lying.
Yeah, I feel bad for Rex, man. I don't have any use for Rex.
What up,
Rex is
buddy?
useless. Rex is useless, so I don't I don't have any need for him.
Okay, okay,
Other than to
all right.
recognize I came on YouTube at the same time and him came on the same day, the same show. That's it. That's
Right.
our
Okay.
connection.
Okay. What I want to do is so that we
Uh,
can close out that segment. I will give you some credit for basically saying let's close out that segment and move on. Because like if the woman doesn't want to hear about it anymore and I'm talking about it, then I'm basically being hypocritical. I get it. But all I need to know for sure, Daquan, did you hear the request? And 46 lights. Really? Wow. Hey, I'm
requested my troll twin Daquan get. What's up with him? That's my troll twin from Shitty Gang. Gang gang.
okay. All right. So his request was to stop growing that situation. That's all. With
Daquan doesn't hit
newbie.
links. He sits in the
No,
chat. He doesn't hit
it's
links.
typing. He typed it. He said, "Hey, whoop de whoop." He typed it. I just,
Uh,
I want,
well, he's not. I can't tell you
man.
this.
Yes,
He's not
go
creepy.
ahead.
He gonna take his shot. He'll take his. He aggressively takes his shot. He's not afraid to take his shot, but he's not creepy. So it
Okay.
was never
Well,
going to be
no,
more than that.
I have never. Here's my thing. I had to listen to it a couple times because I've never seen Daquan be out of order. Me personally, like he's yeah. Shit. He called himself the teddy bear the other day or some shit. So
He's
no.
always
I've
been
never.
Daquan the teddy bear. That's
I
been his
know
name.
that. I know he had to put in parentheses. This is for the ladies that could call me teddy bear. Which
Yeah,
hey, shout out to
absolutely.
you.
He never
Right.
gonna
No.
do that shit over in the black sector. We pause big all time. I brought pause to the black sector at the rate it was just being used. Anyway, moving on from that. Nah, Daquan's not creepy. He gonna take his shot though. He takes his shot. He had a list. He'll click a link. It's like, yo, just to let you know you're on my list. And she'll be like, what list? He be like, that list. And he got a whole
that
list of
list.
shit that he'll take down. He tell the chicks they're on his list. That's who he always been. That's Daquan. So if she say leave it alone, that's it. She ain't going to have to worry about it no more. It doesn't require a spectacle,
And let's
which is
not
why
go.
which
Okay,
is
let
why
me
we
ask you.
should be talking about the Mo 3 trial
Right,
because you
right.
come
No,
from the Mo
we're
3.
not.
You
I
should be
get
the
that.
liaison.
Man, listen, I already know that, Ghetto. I know I should be the liaison. I understand. I got it, Ghetto. I promise. I got my own problems right now. But my thing is let me ask you this. All right. All jokes aside, the woman didn't like it said, we're not gonna let it be said. But I don't think that is trolling going into a derogatory term towards a woman. Like trolling stops at a point where you're actually like blatantly disrespecting people. Like, I'm gonna quote Jay Dunn. I'm not saying this, but Jay Dunn did present that his response to her checking him about newbie was that he called her a dagger in the chat. I think that there's a line between trolling. Well, what are our lines?
When
Trolling,
when when did when did
lying.
when did I've known Newbie long time.
I have
I didn't
two.
when well, so when is Jay Dunn the one running to Newbie's defense? What's the connection there?
Well, okay,
Respectfully,
so
Jay Dunn's
no,
my
okay,
people.
right. No, ghetto. They were in the chat together. The chat is the chat. Okay. Daquan made the comment about something that she doesn't want to be spoken about again. When Daquan made the comment, Jay Dunn said, that's not appropriate. That's not what she wants
How
to be
could Jay
called.
Dunn? How could Jay Dunn? What if Newbie would have said, "Yeah, I definitely like that type of attention." Newbie's not that type. Daquan definitely missed, like he missed some social cues there. If you look at Newbie, if you look at how she represents herself as the queen, mother queen, earthly queen, they're not whipping their boobies out. They want you to address them about their mind and talk about something that's going to touch their soul. And if you ain't got that, stay the hell away. So definitely start with her boobs is what she's who she is because she don't want you to over sexualize her. So Daquan just missed the social cue there. But when did Jay Dunn become newbie's defender? Like I don't see that connection because I know Daquan and that's
But
not
I
who he is.
can't tell somebody, I get it, but I can't tell. We can sit here and say that's not who he is, but I can't tell somebody who to stick up for. You know what I mean?
If Rick Reed,
You ask.
If Rick Reed won that newbie, would Jay Dunn have been so aggressive? That's what I'm saying. I think she saw Jay Daquan, and that's my girl. Well, she probably gonna curse me out, and we'll get over it because I would never disrespect Jay Dunn. I have no problem having discourse and disagreement with Jay Dunn, but it will never be disrespectful. But sometimes she does, and like I do. Say, hold on, boys out moving.
Now you pushing it with me, bitch.
What, bitch? See,
The nerve of you to think that your nut sack and your ball sack could have you to be
oh.
up here trying to tell me when I can defend somebody. Bitch, you don't know my friendships. You don't,
What that?
ho.
What my nuts and balls got to do with that? With my opinion?
You don't know shit. Why
What
the
with my
fuck is
nuts and balls?
why is you bitch, I'll get a meat cleaver on your ass. Bitch,
Wow!
you sat up here for the last 5 minutes talking about, well, why is Jay Dunn doing it? Because I care about
Yeah,
her.
but
I don't care
Daquan's
about
not
you.
a, but Daquan's not somebody you gotta be pushing around.
Because Daquan was in the wrong.
Yeah, but he's not somebody you could have put around. Snoopy would have been able. You should have been like, oh, that's Daquan. He's harmless. Snoopy will get that right.
I
You
don't
know
know.
Daquan.
I don't know. Hold on. No. No. He was in the wrong. He should have shut the fuck up. Period.
Yeah, yeah. But what I'm saying is, you don't think Newbie is the type of woman that could have got Daquan together?
I'm talking about what I do.
Yeah, see, I think that's bullying. I think you bullied Daquan. I think you're
How
gonna
did
have to live with that
how
on your
did I
conscience.
want him when he
And I
was the
think
one on
people
here?
have to start.
He was on
Yeah,
here talking about newbie titties. Newbie didn't talk about his titties.
and I'm telling you, if once Newbie checked it, it'd have been dead. He would apologize. He'd be like, I just take my shot, Newbie. You on my list. He would have told her what it was, and then she would have said, "Young man, that's not how you go about talking to women. Maybe some women like that. I don't appreciate." Jay Dunn, that was nothing for you though, because honest,
You can't tell
I'm
me
good,
what's
bro.
for me because I'm a woman.
Jay Dunn, let's have that conversation.
No, the fact that you really got up here and I mean ghetto, I'm trying to help you. I promise you I am.
How are you helping me calling me bitch? That don't
You
help
the
me,
one
Jay
that
Dunn.
got
I
you
didn't
the one that got up
disrespect
here
you.
talking
But no,
about
but
my
don't, bro, but don't be
name.
tongue in cheek. But don't be tongue in cheek. Don't think you smarter than the average bear, Jay Dunn, to say that you're helping me by starting by calling me bitch. That's not how you assist someone. That's not the type of
No,
assistance I provide.
I promise you I'm trying to help you because you keep stepping
You're
on me
not.
and
You're
all
not. You're talking. Oh, come on.
so you ain't gonna listen. You done been stepping on me since the frenemies. Motherfucker, I could have been good at you.
And what does that mean? Like gut me? Like you want to harm me because I have an opinion on the
Ask
app that you
well,
participate on?
well, no, because I was having an opinion on the app about newbie, and you had so much to ask about that. It wasn't your business.
I have an opinion. It wasn't your business.
It was my
Daquan's my
business.
friend. Daquan's my friend. He's my troll twin.
Well, he
That's
need
my
to start
homie.
talking about
We
he.
gang
The
gang.
hold on, that's your homie. The next time he talk about titties, let's talk about Miss Ghettos. Do I need to
What?
put her pictures up here? We could talk about her titties since Daquan is your homie, and
God, why
Daquan
are
could
you
talk
so
about titties.
dumb?
We could talk about Miss Ghetto's titties. The fuck you mean, ho?
Why so dark? Why pictures and doxing? Why is
No,
that your first response?
no, no.
Why
How
so
is it dark?
dark?
How is it dark? Because now you want to protect them titties that you care about.
Oh, no, I didn't. I said Daquan's wrong. I said he has those social cues, and he looks at Newbie and sees how she presents herself like Mother Earth, like that, like you know what that is, like neo soul, like we call them dirty backpack click in Greenwich Village. Like that's the least thing they worry about is their sexuality. In fact, they hide their sexuality. Intentionally wear baggy clothes. They don't lead. Jay Don, man, who you talking to, man? You talking to ghetto, bro? She left.
Yeah, I'm here.
She
She
left.
left. Yeah, she left. Mm.
Uh, uh,
It's one of
do you
those.
think I deserve? Do you think Miss Ghetto deserves to be doxxed over her opinion?
She's basically saying if you aren't showing compassion against something that happened to one woman, how would you feel if it happened to you? Is okay.
Did I not?
So
Did I
okay,
not say?
okay. Let's
Did I?
put
No,
yeah.
no, no, no. Did I not say that Jaquan was wrong?
Yes, you said that he missed social cues.
I'm on mute.
Okay. So basically what J Dunn meant about that directly was let's put somebody else in a situation. Thank you for the 10 jewels, Petty LaBelle. But what she's saying is, okay, so let's put somebody in the different situation. Let's put Ms. Ghetto, Mrs. Ghetto, whatever, in the chat, right? And let's say that somebody said that about her. She's basically saying, would you defend if she was in the chat and you felt some kind of way about something that was said about her? That's basically what Jay Dunn is saying. Like, put yourself in her shoes, basically, is what she's saying. If it was Ms. Ghetto and not Newbie.
I can't think like that, bro. I could hear that if I thought that Daquan had a right to speak to Newbie like that. All I'm saying is Daquan has consistently been this. He's not some creep. Newbie would have checked him. It didn't need to become this big social experiment. And it's clear that Jay Dunn just doesn't like me, and there's no sense in continuing to try to be friendly with her if she just doesn't like me. But I'm not disrespecting anybody on this app. When I leave this app, I want to be proud of the last thing I did. There's a lot of times in the last 6 months I felt ilky, and there's nothing I felt more ilky than to go to meet the mayor, and the man didn't want to fight, and I looked like a total fool trying to
No,
get him to
I
fight.
get it. I get it.
I look
I
like an
get it.
absolute bozo. I don't care about that. I look worse doing that than having to resign from my job because I pissed Diva off, and I was wrong. I was wrong. I was wrong with Diva. I don't care what nobody said. I got my calm. I got instant calm.
Okay, so let's take the friendship out of it, okay? Ghetto. As men, as two men, will be on the council, as two men, regardless of what anybody says, if a woman doesn't want something to continue, as two men talking to another man, which is Daquan,
He
don't you think?
continued it. He continued it. There's been multiple times
No,
he's done it.
he did not continue it, but don't you think as two men, if a woman says that something is uncomfortable, like okay, let's take Mrs. Ghetto one more time. Let's say you guys are out and about at dinner and and she gets up to use the restroom or something and some dumbass said, hey, looks like you got whoop-de-whoop. I'm not going to say nothing about Mrs. Ghetto, you know, I respect you. She's got whoop-de-whoop, whatever. Wouldn't you want to ask that man to stand down?
So, like Miss Ghetto, let me be quiet. Like my ex-wife, like my first wife, beautiful women. There has been men who have tried to unfortunately talk to them. Maybe they didn't
Of
see me.
course.
Maybe they did. I don't know. You know what I say? Man, I got lucky, didn't I? It's oh yeah, bro, you very, very lucky, very lucky. And now they got my attention. And guess what? Each of them, I gotta give them respect for all three of them. They keep moving. They don't stop. They'll entertain it. They keep moving. Now me and him is talking. We come back and we turn. Generally, it's at dinner. Generally, 90% of the time it happens at dinner.
Okay.
They may or may not see me in
Bad
the group.
example, I guess. All right. So what okay. Listen. Okay,
So I'm saying is,
Let me be
here's what I'm
let
saying.
me be more specific. What if Mrs. Ghetto went to the bathroom and said, okay, I understand a woman getting hit on. Hey, you know, you look good, your hair looks good, whatever the situation may be. Like we're two heterosexual men. We know you got to Miss Ghetto for spitting game your damn self. But if she came to you and said, so and so over there said I got a fat ass, you would think that's disrespectful, right? I understand. Listen, I always say any woman that I date, I'm not the only one that's gonna think that she looks good, right? Now I've seen every girlfriend I've ever had get hit on, but they haven't been, hey, that's a fat ass, or that is, them titties
Can
are.
I cut through the chase? Can I cut through the chase? Because the conversation is a little ilky, right? Let me cut through the chase. After today, Daquan has got to stop. We're in the beef sector now. It's not the black sector. Black sector was very male centered in the black sector. Men ran the sector. Over here, women run the sector. And that's what I say with Daquan about social cues. One, seeing Nubia, see how she represents herself. You know, she's not a catcall woman. I know she has a husband.
Correct.
Maybe Daquan does not know. I don't know about that, but I do, and I don't look at newbies. That's not anyway. Moving right along. So Daquan being over here, he can't be as aggressive towards women as he was over in the black sector. He has to have a different approach. That's what I say. But he has to read the room. But I'm telling you, with that said, it's over. Daquan is not
Right.
that type of guy, and you won't have this issue from again.
HTX because I'm speaking in general. I haven't mentioned anything about it. I'm speaking in general, and I'm speaking to Ghetto. I'm off of the actual comment that happened to her. I'm giving Ghetto some examples where he could put himself in the shoes of another person so that he can empathize with it and not just sympathize. There's levels here. So Ghetto basically, as we talk rationally about the situation, has gotten to a point where he understands that it was disrespectful, social cues weren't read, and said that that's not appropriate. That's why we're here. Because do you understand when you have like a half of a conversation or a third of the conversation, that shit spreads and it's going to make her feel worse? Like, let's just dead it right here so that the 179 people understand. So that's the best we can do. And me and Ghetto, and I said, let's put our heads together like men and let's figure out what we're gonna do. That's it. Like, two men basically told another man that that's disrespectful and stop. I mean, I'm done with that conversation. I'm just gonna repeat myself and be a hamster on a wheel.
The bottom line is the infamous "I'll twist you into a pretzel" comment me and Zach.
Hey,
What's
can you
up,
That would
hear
have
Ness?
me?
never been me. So
Yeah, we hear
hey,
you.
man.
Yeah, what's good, Ghetto? What's good, Envy? Envy, I have a question. So before Jay Dunn clicked the link and brought this up, what was going to be your next topic?
I was actually gonna conclude off of what I was talking about. That's all.
I had a feeling.
Like
Okay.
literally, I was in the middle of
Yeah, because this,
concluding.
I mean, we basically created content off of a situation that Newbie doesn't want talked about, and even though you're like
Right.
allowing it to grow legs, we're not gonna like be absent-minded that it derived from Newbie in the first place. You know, it's just kind of weird.
Mm.
Like this is not content. I mean, I'm
No,
getting
it's
ready for
not.
our show on Sunday, but I
Of
just
course.
wanted to see if you had like a different topic after this or what was gonna happen next.
If we're
Because
moving
like
on.
I mean, I was just saying, but all right, I'm gonna let you guys finish it. I just wanted to ask you that question. I'll see you on Sunday.
All right, Ness.
All righty.
Hey,
See,
newbie.
Envy.
Hey,
See,
and
Envy.
thank you, Ness. Listen, how's this? I am not a hothouse orchid. I got steel running up my spine. I appreciate respect and the protection, but I also don't need it. If you or Mr. Intellect or Daquan or anybody else says something to get under my skin to the point where I'm offended or bothered, I have a mouth. I have a mouth. I didn't take it as disrespect. It wasn't even a big deal. You yourself, Envy, said you didn't even notice it because it's down in the chat. It's not like he got up on a panel and said it. It's not a big deal at all. We don't have to talk about it no more. I'm fine. And if I'm not fine, I'll say it for me. I'll speak for me. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
I got
Thank
you.
you.
So let me try this again, Envy. Can I hear you?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, good. I can hear you. Let me try this again. Today, the idiot T1 White, because I came and changed this topic. And I know now I'm going to get dragged all into
No,
this.
I'm
I
not. I know.
came
I'm
and
not going to
changed this
talk
damn
about.
topic.
I know that. I know that. I don't want to talk about Bowl 3. We could talk about anything else right now. Like, I want to do a whole segment about that. So yes, we're
So
listen,
who
I'm
the
not
hell
gonna
is
change the
Lady Nika
topic.
beefing? Who the hell was disrespectful to Lady Nika and why?
Damn, who was that? Shit, I saw that on somebody's community wall. Anybody know who was disrespectful to her? I don't really make Lady Nika content, but hey, who was disrespectful to her? Like, what was said? Do you have any idea? You brought it up, so obviously you know something about it.
Ah! my my landscaper's outside. Hold on one second.
Okay, so he's gonna ask me a damn question and then start laughing. Okay. And newbie, you probably meant to drop yourself, right? Because I don't want
Yeah,
because
but
you're
just keep
unmuted.
her on mute. Put her on mute, please. Please put her on
Yeah.
mute.
Yeah, no, I didn't want her to have like
This
a
is
hot
this is
mic
what y'all
moment or
don't do.
something like
She's
that
gonna
because
that's her, and that's what's gonna
no,
happen.
I can't mute her right now. I'm gonna go ahead and
Then
drop her
drop
down
her. Yeah,
because I think that she
I
about
might
to
get
drop
knocked out.
herself. I don't need to have a hot mic moment or anything like that. Can you hear me?
Look at that. That's three people came up and down. I didn't drop out. Let me find out.
No, no, no. That's because I dropped them. If the content creator
Sometimes
drops, if they drop themselves, then that's a problem. So
me, I'm telling
anyway,
you, every don't matter. But yeah. So anyway, yeah, I heard. So I didn't understand. I heard Jay Dunn. They were and Nika was in good space. I didn't know what happened. What? Anybody? You don't know what happened either. Then. All right. Well,
I
we'll
have
move
no
on from
idea.
that.
No, I don't. I
I'll go
don't.
get caught up.
Mm-mm.
I'll get caught up on that tonight.
Because then then that's gonna turn into some kind of other content and shit
And so
like
what?
that, bro.
Lemon scheduled a live last night and never fired it up.
I think he said he was taking a nap, and you know what happens to his naps.
Mm.
So yeah, no. I think a couple people are going live later on. So it should be a
Are you
lively
ready
night,
to?
ghetto.
Are you ready to wrap it up? You
I'm
ready to
going
start
to
concluding?
yeah, I'm gonna wrap things up. Ness and I have a hell of a show on Sunday or
What's going
whatever,
on?
you
What's
know what I'm
going
saying?
on? Let's promote that real quick. What's going on with that?
We're super gonna turn up. But this is embarrassing. I don't know. I did this late. Don't pay attention to the June part, but that's what this is. And this is the old flyer. This shit's happening on Sunday, okay?
Oh, it's a
Basically,
football thing. It's a football
no,
thing. I mean,
no, I just put YouTube at night. I just put that, because college football season's happening. You know how much I love college
that's what
football.
I said.
I
It's a
just
football thing.
Yeah, that is, but we're gonna have a turn up like that. We're
And
gonna
so
be
what it is?
drinking, having a
Forgive and
good time.
forget.
We're
Forgive
gonna
and
have some
forget is on
music.
hustle.
What's up, Code? Let's see. I can't wait to tell everyone that Evie would rather talk about Lady
Recorded.
Nika versus Bertha Bay. Oh,
I have a birthday man.
that's probably where that happened. I believe. But Molly, what are you talking about? I can't wait to tell everyone that Evie would rather talk about Lady Nika versus Bertha Bay than the Moultrie trial. No, 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 no. It's Jesus Christ about the budget lie. No, ghetto,
It's true though. It's true.
ghetto,
It's true.
ghetto. This is
I
some
came
low ass
prepared.
shit that
You
you're
had a
laughing
consultant.
at.
I was your Mo 3 consultant tonight. I watched the
Uh,
trial for 3 straight days. I got about 20 hours in. I know
Jesus
how many
Christ.
people testify. I know what happened. I was
Let me
front
let
on
me
first
ask
up
you.
the
Let me
front.
ask.
Yo,
Let me
it's
ask.
six, seven
Let me
hundred
ask you
people in
this,
chats.
ghetto. Let me,
Shit,
yeah,
man.
you
Drop the
sound
ball
ridiculous, Evie.
down.
Evie, I hope you protect women. Listen, everybody knows how I am with women. Like
Yeah.
I
Your
don't have to
your
justify how I
chat
am with women.
fucking you.
I know they're killing me. It's cool.
Yeah.
I know. I mean, yeah, they're kicking my ass, but that's why I'm not reading the damn. You know how I highlight every chat, like, and I start reading, and I'm like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying?
Ah, ah,
Hey,
it'll be your
but
fucked, bro.
I
You're
promised
fucked.
Ness. I promised Ness on
And you know
Sunday that
Ness,
I would
but you
match
do
her
know.
energy.
You do gotta be prepared. I know Ness a little bit. You gonna get a little light. She probably ain't gonna do too bad. She wanna make sure y'all have a good show. But she let you know you're gonna pay for this a little bit, bro. Your decision,
No,
no, because
look.
you intentionally went back like a hard headed one. You be hard headed sometimes. That's why your chat be on your ass. You could have talked
Well,
about
usually
Mo
my chat
three,
loves
and
me. Okay, okay.
nah. They
Ghetto.
was
Let me ask
begging.
you. Let me ask
Go
you
ahead,
something.
go
That
ahead,
we
go
make
ahead,
fun of
go
you.
ahead,
You're a content
go ahead.
creator, right? You can
I
talk about
am,
the
I
whole
am,
case.
I
Yeah,
am, I am.
yeah. Why is it your title? I got the last 48 hours of both three title. Why or trial? Why is that your topic?
because because I'm trying to figure out Sunday how I'm going to do it, and I think I'm just going to call it trial updates. Um,
Okay.
but that would be so corny of me to go and break. because there's a lot of these bloggers watching this and they don't understand what's happening. They yesterday,
No, they
man,
don't.
there was so many bloggers yesterday. It was like no face, no case, no face, no case.
No,
I
I
just was
get
like,
it.
are they serious? So they
See,
changed
the
those
reason
two.
why I'm sensitive about it, ghetto, the reason why I'm sensitive about that type of shit is because Keywan White interviewed on one of Mo3 Sector's channels. And then the woman that was allegedly changed the license plates interviewed on So Playa. And then, like, you know what I'm saying? And then Yellow Beezy interviewed here. So it's hard for me to take it
Listen,
serious that bloggers
listen,
actually are.
brother,
Go ahead.
brother. Well, three really had the yammy. He really had the yammy on him, but it was stashed so good. All day I've been thinking, okay, if I was a gangster, I felt like I had to stash it. Well,
Megadome, delete your comment. Delete your comment. Megadome, I like you, but mods, come on, please. Did you see my comment on the stream? Why was someone saying the offense versus defense? Oh, hey, let me ask you this though. This is kind of funny. Did you hear Keywan White's attorney ask for more time, a continuance? And we were all thinking you had 6 years to prepare. Like, what do you mean you
yeah,
need a
oh,
continuance?
he hasn't been
Like,
charged for 6 years.
he
But
was
yeah, no,
tripping.
yeah, because so what her whole defense is going to be, and she already started with Jossie. Her whole
Oh
defense,
yeah,
he
yep,
was YouTube. YouTube's gonna be her
yeah.
whole defense. YouTube
Oh
came
yeah.
up today. YouTube is the reason that they went back and kept looking for his compound.
Megadome, Megadome, in my personal opinion, just say no to Skull is covering it the best. Just because just say no to Skull is actually boots on the ground. Lil Greg, Ratchet TV, he's the cop that put half of the Mo3
Mahia
sector
is
in jail.
doing his thing. I don't know how
Oh
you
yeah,
can't.
Mahia. Yeah, Mahia
Mahia's
is definitely
doing
doing his
his
thing.
thing.
Yes. Yeah. It
How
was
you couldn't just say Mahia just now? That would have been crazy. But
oh yeah,
anyway,
for sure. All
um,
right.
go ahead.
Nah, go ahead.
Emmy, you're so nervous. Why are you so nervous right now?
What do you mean nervous?
Relax. Let the content flow. It's like you're intent. You know what? Let me get on mute.
Jesus Christ. The reason why is that I don't like talking about the case because I'm going to say something dumb that doesn't line up with the facts, and then I have to explain that for 2 years. I don't do courts and police and all the others. That's when I check out. I don't know. There's so many different moving
Bro,
parts. Like
you got
I don't want to
popular
jump
through
on,
your connection with Mo 3, bro. I think you
of
got some
course.
obligation to be the liaison to the
Oh,
beef
I
sector.
will.
They
Yes,
know about the Mo 3 sector. So when they go over there, they can have a little bit of information. You could have did it real high level like I was about to. But you know what? Let me mind my business and let you be great.
I will listen, trust me, I will cover the both three stuff, but at the same time, I have some other stuff going on. You know what I mean? Like I have other stuff going on to, tell the beef sector people right now. Like my audience, you know what I'm saying? Like I created the shit for my audience.
I
And I
I
mean, I
waited for
tried
this
Mo
moment
Beef Sector, didn't I?
from
Like
the time
did I not brand it? Did I not brand it like this, ghetto? I'm doing my best.
you got
Mo
a
beef
picture of
sector.
Mo, and that's what I'm
I know,
saying.
and the beef sector, Mo beef
Well,
sector. Trust me, I've been
you do
trying
understand
for
it's
a
trying to,
long time. I've been
well,
trying, ghetto, but it doesn't
yeah,
translate over. I don't know
yeah,
what you're
but
not
you're supposed to
understanding.
bring the salacious stuff that they need to
I
know.
know,
Remember,
but
and you got to stay focused. You
okay,
can't get this.
for
You won't
example,
let me finish, bro.
72 people left since we've been talking about Mode 3, but go ahead.
Somebody probably went live.
No, they didn't. But
I
let
don't
me,
know. Let me
Ghetto,
drop down,
I'm
man. Let
taking
me drop
advice.
down.
Let me conclude the damn show. All right, Big Council.
Uh,
Jesus. Damn, I know what I'm doing when I put a show together. It has to flow with certain things because imagine if you're watching this show on TV and it turned into be like you're watching college football, and then all of a sudden, right in the middle of the game, they're talking about tennis. You know what I'm saying? Like, would you turn the channel or would you sit there and watch that shit? Like, I get it. I'm from the Mo3 sector, like original. Like way before who you think the Mo3 sector is. I understand. I'm following the case, but it has to go in line with what the commentary is about. This is not a Mo3 trial day. Like 9 other people are doing it, and people can go to Sin City Raps. They can go to Josh. They can go to Mahia. They can go to They Know Disco. They could go to Ratchet TV. You know why they're more qualified to talk about it? Because they are at the courthouse. The fuck am I supposed to say from Atlanta? Okay, like they are at the courthouse. If you want that content, it's real easy. You just type in Mo3 sector trial and you'll find everything you need to know. Okay, like 2 of my actual brothers 5 months ago are facing double murder charges. Okay. Just talked to them 3 days ago out of Clayton County. Like, I get it, but we have our own shit going on. I represent both 3, long live 3, and that, but I do not have the intel. I do not live in Dallas, and there's better people to get the information from. Okay. Uh oh, okay. Well, that's fine. That's fine, ghetto. It doesn't matter who goes live. I'm almost finished talking. She said she was going live tonight anyway. But anyway, and the only thing brings up Mo3 if he sees Sean G in the chat. No, I don't just bring up Mo3 if I see Sean G in the chat. If I see Sean G, I give I pay homage because he was with Mo3 every day. So why wouldn't I put like a Mo3 song or something like that? You know what I'm saying? No. I try to sprinkle stuff in all the time. It just doesn't work. It doesn't work because what am I going to sprinkle in like 30 seconds and then people are going to be like, well, you don't have the credibility to be speaking on the Mo3 trial because Mo3 sector content creators are over in the Mo3 sector at the courthouse. So no. But let's see. It's the trial commentary that makes it entertaining, not the trial stuff. No, I get it. I totally get it. But as I said, there's Noble's Rooster. I thought you were gone. I hate it when trolls change their name. Then I start missing people, like crazy people and other folks like that. But anyway, I don't know why people do what they do and how they do what they do. I don't need anybody to coach me. I don't need any suggestions. I don't need nothing. I'm on an island over here. I press go live, talk about what I can talk about. Some people watch it, some people don't. Some people hate, some people love, but I'm just gonna do my best. So, as I said, I am 100% going to do what I always do, whether people are here or not. Okay. Because, yes, and let me set this up real quick. Hold on. I want to make sure. Hold on a second. You know what? Fuck it. Hold on a second. Hold on. I'm going to set something up real quick. So that y'all can, hold on. Mason, give me 1 second, y'all. All right. Hold on. What the? Hold on a second. This is crazy. Crazy work. Hold on. I got y'all. Just give me a second because you're gonna want to hear what I have to say at the damn end of this shit. Golly, boy. Let me tell you, this content creator shit, boy. I tell you, there's a lot. There's a lot. There's a chat, there's backstage, there's Instagram, there's goddamn Discord, there's all kinds of shit going on. But it is what it is. Puts me in a mood sometimes when things don't go exactly as planned. Is it true that you can be gifted a membership without being in the chat, anyone? Yes, it's true. You don't have to be in the chat to get gifted a membership. Yes. You literally don't even have to be at a channel. You get an email that gets sent to you if you've ever clicked on that channel. Okay, so explain that to you. But you're trolling, so I get it. It's cool if you don't have to do commentary on it. Focus on the frenemy sector. I can do both. No, I'm not focusing on the frenemy sector. Probably ever. But anyway, all right. So let's see here. All right, the highlights, and we're out of here. Okay, so the chat and the panel, I can no longer do any more censorship. Whatever the hell you guys he's got to say, you got to say. Doesn't necessarily matter who it is, unless it is an isolated situation, case by case basis. To be honest with you, you know. I said I only survive because I try to put the commentary together. That's why I stopped the Mo3 content. People don't understand. I like to do a show that covers everything so that people can look forward to, hey, this is what the show's about. He's not going to get derailed, whatever the case may be. Great. When it comes to the Mason thing, I'm going to interview a few of them and see if it's in line with some of the things that we were speaking about, ZX behavior. And then the counselors forum, which is men, it creates a lot of men's channels, or not channels, but men's panels, commentary. It gets a little dramatic sometimes or whatever, but people been requesting it back. We're getting the people that the most loved and the most hated. And to be frank with you, I don't feel like being here anymore today. All right. So, I always keep it real with y'all. I unfortunately, I wear my emotions on my sleeve, even though I try to hide it and shit like that as much as I can. But I don't feel like being here anymore today. But I really do appreciate y'all. I'll see you at what's today? I'll see y'all at 5:00 p.m. tomorrow. And the way I feel right now, I might talk some wild ass shit. And Ness and I have our show on Sunday. I will schedule it for you all after I fix the flyer because it's not June. But as I said, I'll see y'all here tomorrow at 5:00. But I don't want to be here anymore.